Great. So we're beginning again, and welcome to the session and of day 13 today, and we're gonna go ahead with the Amazon AWS IoT that is scheduled for the day, and we're gonna look after that part. So today is kind of gonna be Amazon day completely. So first of all, we'll be looking at some basic idea of AWS IoT and how does it works out actually, and we'll be looking at the architecture of AWS IoT, what sort of services they provide, and thereafter we'll be shifting up to the how to design some sort of rules and other stuff on AWS IoT, configuring different parameters on AWS IoT, and then integrating that with the existing Python program that we had done for MQTT protocol. All right, and we'll also be using SSL certificates provided by Amazon to make MQTT-S. Instead of using MQTT protocol, we'll be using MQTT-S protocol, that is MQTT with SSL, secure socket layer. Right. So that's what is going to be there. So we're going to simply exchange messages, and using that you can also control some other end devices like LED or something like that as well. You can control using that. Okay. So first we'll be doing the theoretical and the conceptual part of it, and then after we'll be shifting over to the practical part. Okay. And at any point of time, I hope all of you are having your Amazon account activated, and all of you would have logged into your Amazon account using if you go to aws.amazon.com. Okay, and I hope all of you are having your account and created, and you would have already logged into that. So you can simply go to aws.amazon.com and click on sign into console. And once you click on sign into console, it might ask you for the user ID password. You need to just provide the user ID password, and you'll be able to log into the console of Amazon. So you're logging into console of Amazon so far. Yeah, hopefully I'm able to log in. So this is the Amazon AWS Management Console, right? And this is the dashboard of yours once you log into that, where you can access all the services by Amazon AWS, like all the services by AWS Cloud, all the AWS Cloud services you can access over here. Variety of services are being provided by Amazon in terms of cloud services, and all of them you can access on the console part. So I'll be starting with the console part later on. First, we'll be discussing about the idea of AWS IoT and how it works out actually. Right here itself, in case that you want to see the dashboard of AWS IoT, you can simply search for IoT over here in Amazon services, and you will go to this part and AWS IoT, where you can just right click on that and go ahead with that AWS IoT, and here you go with not. So you can simply search for IoT part, just directly click on that, and once you left click on that, you should be able to get to the dashboard of AWS IoT service of Amazon, and this is what the dashboard of AWS IoT service of Amazon. Okay, so I hope all of you are getting the dashboard. Let me know, all of you, are you getting the dashboard part? Are you able to log into your Amazon account so far? I hope all of you are able to log into your Amazon account so far, and you're getting the dashboard of Amazon AWS IoT. Now let's go ahead with that, and let's first discuss about the idea of AWS IoT and how this works out actually, and thereafter we'll be going ahead with the other part and coming back to AWS IoT part. So let's go ahead with that. So we're going to begin with AWS IoT, Amazon for IoT. First, Amazon is one of the premier cloud service provider in the world. Out of top 5 cloud service provider, Amazon is one of them in the world, and they provide a variety of cloud services. And one of them, one of those varieties, AWS IoT. That is what we are going to look after. So you see, AWS provides a variety of services, and one of them is AWS IoT based services. Okay, and that's AWS IoT part. Okay, and this is quite an old chart. Right now, there are more than this even. Like Amazon Green Glass has been added, and several other services has also been added, which is not there into this particular list. So Amazon, rather than IoT part, before the advent of IoT, Amazon used to provide simple cloud services like computing services. EC2 Lambda and EC2 container services are one of the oldest services by Amazon. Developer tools, management tools, security, identity, networking, analytics, artificial intelligence, machine learning sort of stuff. All right, and application services, deploying mobile applications, web applications, databases, including SQL, NoSQL, both type of databases. enterprise application, storage, and content delivery. So almost everything that you need to do in a corporate IT company, any kind of application, any kind of project you need to do, Amazon provides a service with that part. So anything that you have to do related to cloud part, whether you want to design some security service, some web application, mobile application, analysis part, anything that you want to do on internet, Amazon provides you service for that part. Not only Amazon, even like Azure IoT by Microsoft, sorry, not Azure IoT, Azure Cloud Services by Microsoft, Bluemix Cloud Services by IBM. So these are all premier cloud services, and almost all the services these three provides will be similar almost, like Google IoT services as well, will be almost similar to each other, and they provide almost similar cloud services. They vary in terms of policies and some more modifications, like IBM has IBM Watson as their supercomputer, which they use to provide better services to the users. All right, so they have some things different, and almost you will say that around 60 to 70% of the parts and the applications of those are quite similar, right? And they mostly differ into those policies, their policies. And Amazon is one of the flexible policy-based cloud service. That's why we prefer using it. All right, so we'll be starting with Amazon part, and you see like why these cloud services are so famous is not much because their IoT service is so famous. You see, like better than AWS IoT, ThinkWorks IoT is quite better. But though AWS IoT is still there in market, why? Because AWS has some other services which are widely used, and people do prefer it. People are using it from a long time. So those who are old users of Amazon, they'll still choose to use Amazon AWS IoT itself. And those who are new users even into IoT industry, they'll also use Amazon. They also prefer using Amazon. Why? Because they have already inbuilt infrastructure. For example, let's say that you're designing an IoT-based product or IoT-based service. What extra other than IoT integration part you need is like you need secure integration from device to cloud. That's the very first requirement for an IoT application or IoT system, or for any company. That's the very first requirement. The second requirement could be like taking the data and displaying it on website of yours, or designing mobile application, analyzing that data using some machine learning, artificial intelligence-based parameters, storing that data into databases, generating email triggers, generating SMS triggers to the customers. So these all could be some extra requirement with that IoT service. Now, if you go to do that with a separate cloud part, you will have to integrate tons of services of different service providers. Like, for example, if you're getting secure data using any other service provider, you might need to use any other third-party service provider company service for email integration, third-party company for SMS integration, third party for databases, and similar, like integrating all of them, securing all of them is going to become again a big hectic task. And on these platforms, big platforms which are a veteran cloud service provider, like Amazon, like IBM, like Azure of Microsoft, these are all veteran cloud service provider. On these all cloud services, you get all those extra resources that you need other than your IoT service already available. Okay, that's what it makes. That's what is something that makes Amazon AWS IoT. And other than this, like Azure IoT, in fact, IBM Bluemix IoT as well, quite of more handy, or you can say easy to start, and quite of more appropriate cloud platform to be used for IoT use cases. So here you cannot only like you don't only get something that you can securely get your data from device to Amazon. Rather than that, you can also do some more stuff with that data on Amazon itself, like analytics, storing into databases, generating email trigger, generating SMS trigger, designing web applications, mobile applications, integrating with third-party applications, security, networking, computing, all the stuff you can do on the same platform with easy integration part. That's what it makes Amazon more, you can say, promising. AWS IoT more promising. Not only AWS IoT, as I discussed, like Watson IoT and Azure IoT as well. Okay, so today AWS customers are connecting physical things in the cloud from every industry. Like people who are using AWS, Azure, and IBM Watson, they are using these features and these cloud service providers from every industry, starting from healthcare and life sciences, municipal infrastructure, smart homes, retail, manufacturing, logistics, supply chain management, agriculture, education, automotive. Every industry is using services provided by these. Talking about which company uses, so these are a couple of premier companies which use services by Amazon AWS IoT, including General Electric for industrial internet. Like GE also has their own new cloud platform called Predix, but Predix they use for as an automation-based like industry, for industrial automation, and for that sort of cloud service they use. I mean that sort of IoT application they use it, right? And you have Tata for fleet managing, they use it. Philips for street lighting, DNA sequencing, like Dropcom, Trimble, Belkin, Dash, and Cardon. So all these are companies which use services by Amazon. Even there are more than this. A long list is there. Some challenges what Amazon tried out and what Amazon tried to solve with their IoT service is like Amazon analyzed that. In fact, that's not analysis of Amazon only. That's analysis of all the companies that you see today. We are surrounded by the IT world, where the IT world uses variety of programming languages, variety of software development kit, and a variety of platform. Like Linux and Windows, a variety of platform. You can say that some people use Linux, some people use Windows based, some people use .NET programming, some use Java programming, some uses Python programming, some uses any other programming language. So variety of software development kits and tools are available for industry. So Amazon tried to make their cloud platform, IoT platform, which supports most of the tools. Like AWS IoT supports Java, it supports JavaScript, it supports Node.js, it supports Python. So you can do programming using any of them. Variety of protocols are there. Like we have also learned HTTP, we have learned about MQTT protocol, and we're going to also look after COAP as well tomorrow. So there are a variety of IoT protocols. So Amazon supports the device gateway of Amazon supports a variety of protocols, including HTTP, MQTT, and WebSockets. And as it supports HTTP, it will also support COAP as well. We'll see that how is that possible tomorrow. COAP part we'll be doing tomorrow. Scalability is one of the biggest challenge. You see, for example, when we talk about internet and data, we create data in limited range. But you see, when your devices, gadgets, machines are going to connect to internet, they're going to create data 24 hours a day, full 24 hours a complete day. So they're going to create continuous data. To cater the need of storage for that continuous data, you need a scalable service, and that's what Amazon provides. So you need to only pay for what you use, and no need to pay for something that in extra for what you're going to use or what you might need. Okay, that is something that makes Amazon more different compared to IBM and other services. Like in IBM, if you go to IBM Bluemix part, similar part, you have to buy the space prior you want to use it. On Amazon AWS IoT, you use it and pay for what you're using, like that. So these are simple different policies you get on different websites and different service providers. Security and management, integration with the cloud and mobile applications you get, and people of different culture and society can use it for different use cases. Okay, so we're going to start with AWS IoT Service. According to AWS IoT, any device can connect to Amazon. Any device can connect securely, and this part is something that we're going to see now today. How we make, like we have seen already. For example, we have already MQTT. For example, we have an MQTT broker. How do we connect our Python program to MQTT broker that we already seen? We are just going to modify that program to make it connect to AWS securely. Okay, so important part is second part is very important, and that's a standard method. How do you use SSL with MQTT? That's what we're going to see today. The programming that we have done for MQTT part, that's not only related to a particular broker. There's a standard MQTT program which can be applied everywhere, any broker you use. And the same program will be applying on AWS part. And the same way, if you're using SSL with Azure, nothing will change. Only the name of certificates and some name of attributes will change. That's what. Even you're connecting with IBM as well. And getting started is quite easy. Okay, getting started is quite easy, and you can easily get started with that. Okay, that part we'll be looking at. How do we start with that? So now let's get started with Amazon AWS IoT. So you see, like here you're having two two categories. You see, like two categories you're having. So this is the left hand side category, category 1, and this is, let's say, right hand side category, category 2. So in category 1, the Amazon provides you ready built infrastructure for your IoT use cases. For example, you're having IoT thing or IoT wind farm, utility, camera, emergency, medical, and coffee port, travel thing like thing door, thing bank. Okay, you want to make bank an IoT system, you want to make your factory IoT system, house an IoT system, light bulb, bicycle. So they have already ready-made infrastructure for that. Ready-made infrastructure in terms of, let's say that you make your bank an IoT bank. All right, so you might need something like as soon as customers are entering up, their data should be automatically updated that which customers are entering up and what kind of work they are pending up. So they might need email notification, SMS notification. So based on that, what sort of services they will need, those services are already integrated into this infrastructure. So whenever you want to automate any of these options, and when you want to make your IoT system any of these options, you can use directly ready-made built infrastructure. That's the application-oriented, or you can say functional-oriented service that Amazon provides. Okay, functional-oriented services that Amazon provides. And second one is developer-oriented. This is the developer oriented, which we are going to try out. Developer oriented is what you start building everything from scratch. Okay, you have some desired state, you have some IoT shadow, servo, actuator, sensor, IoT action, IoT rule, IoT HTTP protocol, MQTT protocol, everything you have, and like you start building your infrastructure from scratch. Okay, what sort of authentication, authority, security you want to provide, so that sort of stuff you start building from scratch, and that's what we're going to check out today with that's the developer option we're going to check out today. So we'll not be looking at this left hand side portal, we'll be looking at this right hand side portal. Okay, that's the developer oriented part. I hope I'm clear with this, all of you. Let me know. Okay, so let's go ahead, and the design of this part is something. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about some stuff of Amazon, right, and some services that Amazon provides up, right, and how do we use them actually. Okay, so before this part, we'll actually go ahead and check out one of the interactive tutorial provided by Amazon, and we'll actually understand on that part, and then we'll come back to Amazon AWS IoT architecture part. Okay, so this slide is actually architecture part, but before starting with architecture part, we're going to go ahead and check out some tutorial, some interactive way how we're going to learn this part. So you just have to look out here. You don't need to do this part. It's just for understanding part, you see. First thing, that what Amazon provides you is Amazon provides you a device gateway. Now this gateway is not a hardware gateway. This gateway is a software gateway. Okay, and software IoT gateway, or you can say a soft IoT gateway, which accepts data and request from variety of protocols, So even your two devices are working on different protocol. Let's say the two devices are working on HTTP protocol, one is working on MQTT protocol, one is working on HTTP protocol, one is working on COAP protocol, and third one is working on any other protocol. So n number of protocols your devices are using, but they can all easily connect to your device gateway, and they can exchange messages. So even your devices are connecting on any other protocol, you can simply exchange messages between devices from device 1 to device B easily. Okay, that's what is called device gateway. Now, the security device gateway is something you can say the outermost layer of the AWS IoT infrastructure. The outermost layer, or you can say the door for entering on AWS. Device gateway is the door for entering to AWS part. So device gateway makes sure of the security part over here, right? The security part is taken care by actually the device gateway part over here. So you can say like this part is taking care of security. Like here we talk about security part over here, right? So between the device and device gateway, the security in terms of authentication, authorization is taken care over here. And then every device connects to the gateway securely. And gateway makes sure that devices are connecting securely. Gateway makes sure that devices are getting updated and exchanging messages securely. So device gateway is a simple, you can say a software gateway which accepts data from multiple protocols in terms of multiple protocols from multiple devices, and those devices can simply exchange data between them. I hope I'm clear with this, all of you. Let me know if I'm clear with this so far. Okay, the idea of device gateway. Let me know, all of you. All right. I hope you're following me, and I hope it is clear for you, all of you. All right. Let's go ahead. And next one is we're going to talk about next one, which is going to be let's go ahead and talk about next one, that is rule engine, which is quite an important part. You see, like in case your devices are simply sending data to Amazon, so rather than doing computing on devices, for example, let's say that you do and you add some program. Let's say that you're having some sort of program, and you're adding that program on your hardware. You're deploying that program on hardware part. Now, whenever you want to change the rules, you want to do some changes into your device or the way devices are working, you have to change program in each and every hardware, or you have to change program in that hardware. You have to re-upload program into that hardware. Let's say that your program is running on Raspberry Pi, or let's say on Arduino. So you'll have to change the Arduino code, upload the Arduino code, and go to the device itself. Physically, you have to be present with the device and change the program. But better than that, and that will also consume the resources of your device. Better than that, what you can do is all those rules, all this computation part, you can do on Amazon Cloud. So whenever you want to do some changes, you are getting the data on Amazon, and you do the changes on Amazon itself. Okay, you do the changes on Amazon itself. For example, you want to create rule that if this is the data, do this. Else if this is the data, do this. Else if this is the condition, do this. Now you do some conditional programming, or let's say loop programming, for loop, if else loop, like that. You do a lot of loop programming, and we do a lot of computational programming. So rule engine provides you that accessibility that you don't need to actually reprogram your hardware every time. You just need to set your hardware to connect to AWS IoT, and you do the programming on Amazon so that your end devices resources will be saved. You will not need much resources, and whenever you want to do customization, you can do customization on Amazon itself. So you see here a rule is created that if blue is coming up as input, green should go as output. So if I simply send red signal, I'm getting red. If I send blue signal, I'm getting green. That's because of rule. And whenever I want to customize this rule, I can simply deactivate this rule on Amazon. And if I send blue now, it will be simply blue. So the rule will be deactivated. Okay, this is just an interactive tutorial. This is not the way that we do it. Okay, the way is quite different, but this is just an interactive tutorial that shows you the concept of it. Right. So you see, so these are standard rules. So you can create any rules on Amazon. So that will make your customization part, or you can say the way you actually interact with your devices, the way you do computing on the device is quite easier. Right. So your computing part, customization part is made easier by rule engine part. So you can create multiple rules over here, and you can do computing on them, and you can write code for that. Next part, and you see for creating these rules, you actually don't need to do much programming part. Amazon provides much interactive tutorial. In case that you want to do programming, there's another option for you, and that comes over here. That is rule action. Okay. So rule action is what? For a particular rule, okay, that is optional. For a particular rule that you have created, you can attach some actions with that rule. Actions is something that you can attach that data. For example, let's say that you're getting temperature data on Amazon. So you can attach that temperature data, that whenever temperature data is higher than 40 degree, you should get an email notification using SNS service of Amazon. You see, IoT is one service of Amazon. If you want to use some other services of Amazon like AWS SNS, AWS DynamoDB, AWS Lambda, any other service you want to use, you can, using rule action, you can attach those services with the rule that you have created. So you can simply create a rule on Amazon that for this data, I want to create a notification. For this data on this topic, I want to send a SMS. For this data on this topic, I want to store into database. For this data on this topic, I want to create a trigger like this. So you can create for every rule, you can generate a rule action that is optional. Okay, so you can create rule action, and using rule action, you can attach and connect your data to multiple other services of Amazon. So you can use, other than IoT service, you can also use some other services of Amazon by using rule action. So for example, you see that here one rule is created that's for red, and it is creating a rule action that is sending SMS on this SNS service, like you're getting an SMS or email notification using SNS service. You're storing data into databases. This is DynamoDB database, and you're getting data on Lambda. Amazon Lambda is one of the service by Amazon, AWS Lambda service. On that, you can do programming in your programming language. So Amazon provides you that freedom. For example, let's say that you're a Java programmer, you are Node.js programmer, you are .NET programmer, or you are any sort of programmer. So you can simply go to Amazon Lambda. You can create some functions, Lambda functions in terms of .NET, in terms of any programming language that you want to use. You can create some function in that programming language and get data from AWS IoT using a rule action into that part. So you're actually doing computing into what you are comfortable with. Okay, so in this case, like you can do in what you are best at, and using that programming language, you do computing on Lambda, you get data from Amazon using rule action, and you do programming over there. And you can, using Lambda, you can also integrate AWS data, IoT data, with non-AWS services. Okay, let us say that you want to have your third-party own website deployed on any other server. You're having your own website deployed on any other server, and you want to get data on your website from Amazon AWS. So what you can do in that case is from IoT you get data on Lambda, and from Lambda you get data to send data to anywhere you want to send. So with Lambda part, you can actually also connect non-AWS services with AWS IoT, and you can also do some computing on those IoT data in your own programming language just by creating some Lambda functions in your own programming language. Okay, so what rule action does is, rule action helps you out to attach some services of Amazon with AWS IoT service. So using rule action, you can actually create a bridge between AWS IoT and the other services of Amazon that we have seen. Like here we have seen, you see like a variety of services by Amazon. Here we have seen on this part. So using rule action, you can actually create a bridge between IoT and some other services that you want to use. And you can use take the leverage of some other services by Amazon. So you see over here, like one rule is being created that for blue rule is active. So for blue part, it is going to send green. For green part, it's going to send green again. And for red part, it's going to send red, but it will also send trigger to SNS, Lambda, and database. So with a particular new rule, you can also attach, and whenever you want, you can deactivate that rule, and notification will not be sent. So now if I again send red, notification will not be sent for red part. And if I again activate this rule, now notification will be sent to SNS service, to DynamoDB, and to Lambda. You can configure how many you want and when you want, when you don't want. Like you want only SNS, you want only DynamoDB, you want only Lambda, or you want more other than that. They are all optional. So using actually rule action part, you can attach some other Amazon services with Amazon IoT, and also non-Amazon services using Lambda you can attach. Okay, using Lambda you can attach non-Amazon services with AWS IoT data. I hope I'm clear with this. All of you let me know if I'm clear with the idea of rule action over here. Rule engine, so far we have discussed is device gateway, rule engine, and rule action. Let me know all of you if I'm clear with this three: the device gateway part, the rule engine part, and the rule action part. Let me know if you have any questions so far on this. Okay, let me know all of you. Mr. Chaitanya, Hima ma'am, let me know Mr. Ali, Mr. Rashikran, Mr. Victor. Okay, device gateway. Yeah, you see there's a question related to device gateway. We'll go back to device gateway actually. Device gateway, what it actually does is, where is that? All right, let's go ahead this one. And so you see device gateway, what it actually does is it actually like integrates different protocols that are coming to Amazon. For example, is that you might want to connect to a particular server using HTTP protocol. For example, your browsers might use HTTP protocol, your devices might use MQTT protocol, and some other services might use UAP protocol or WebSockets. Chat applications might use WebSockets. So you can connect to Amazon AWS IoT using device gateway, and device gateway accepts data in multiple protocols. So you can use any protocol that is supported by Amazon, like it generally HTTP, MQTT, and WebSockets are the three protocols supported by Amazon. So you can use any of those three and you can actually connect to Amazon AWS IoT via those particular protocol and accept data from any of the protocol. So a device gateway is actually also called as kind of gateway, or you can say the main door, using that you can actually enter into AWS IoT world. So gateway is a gateway for all different protocols. So multiple devices can exchange data with each other. Okay, multiple devices can simply exchange data with each other using device gateway. So if there are two devices, they can exchange data with each other using device gateway. I hope I'm clear with this, all of you. Let me know. And then we have seen the rule engine part, and then we have seen the rule action part. All right. Let me know, Mr. Ashok, if I'm clear with this part. All right. All of you, I hope I'm clear with this part. Rule engine is something that you can create some rules on this. All right. Like, for example, what we do actually on our devices, whatever rules we have, for example, let's say that we are generating some temperature data. So we do some computing on our end device. So rather than doing computing on our end device, we can get data on Amazon, and we can do computing over here, so that at the end you will not have to actually change programming on an end device. You can create some rules. For example, here one rule is created that when blue comes up, you send green. So when you send blue, it will send up green, and you can anytime deactivate those rules. Okay, whenever you want, you can deactivate those rules. So now for blue, it will only send blue. So what is happening over here is, for data, you're creating some rules, or you're doing some pseudo programming on the cloud. So whenever you want to change the programming, you don't need to change the actual hardware programming into your local hardware. You can change programming on the cloud, and that is what will work according to how you want it. I hope I'm clear with this. So you know the idea of rule engine. And then with every rule on rule engine, you can attach a rule action. Okay, with every rule on the rule engine, you can attach a rule action. Now, next part is quite more important. That is device shadow, and this is one of the unique feature of Amazon AWS IoT, which makes it quite more promising. So you see what exactly is device shadow. So device shadow is something that for every device that you connect, every output device that you connect to Amazon, you can actually sorry, you don't do that. Amazon actually does that automatically. So whenever you register any device of yours to Amazon, Amazon creates a pseudo device, or you can say a software copy of that device on Amazon AWS IoT. Okay, whenever you attach any device on AWS IoT, whenever you register in the real device on AWS IoT, Amazon creates actually a pseudo copy of your device. Okay, a pseudo copy of your device on Amazon. For example, let's say that this bulb is attached over here. You can see this bulb is created over here. A pseudo copy of that bulb is created over here. So whenever you send any signal, for example, I send blue, so a signal is also updated with pseudo copy, a shadow of your device. Okay, this is the shadow of your device. So whatever signal you send, the signal is also updated as a shadow of your device as well. Okay, shadow also gets updated with the real device. I hope I'm clear with the idea of shadow. What is the benefit of it? We'll be looking at. I hope I'm clear with what actually is shadow. Shadow is a simple soft copy of your real device. A soft copy of your real device on the cloud. Your real device is going to be on Earth. Okay, is is going to be into the industry, or you can say the environment. Okay, the physical environment. But this is a software copy of your real device with this one. All right. Whenever you update your real device, this is also going to get updated. I hope I'm clear with what exactly shadow. All right. Now there's a question: why do we need shadow? Okay, why do we need that, and what is the significance of it over here? Okay, what shadow helps you out is, first part, if your real device is not connected to internet. Okay, if your real device is not connected to internet, let's say that the real device is not connected to internet. For example, it's quite easily possible that most of your IoT devices will not be always connected to internet. Okay, most of your IoT devices will not be always connected to internet. That's quite easily possible. So in that case, if you try to update your device, for example, I try to update my device, what will happen is the shadow will get updated. The real device, as a real device is switched off, it will not get any updates. So as soon as you update the real device, the shadow will be updated. And as soon as the real device, okay, the real device of yours gets connected to internet, shadow will update it. Okay, you don't need to actually update it, shadow will update it. Okay, so shadow keeps track of what was the last status of your real device and what is the last updated status to your real device. And if both of them are not matching up, shadow will update your real device at the same time. So here actually you don't need to worry about whenever you have sent something, you don't need to actually worry about whether your real device got updated or not. Okay, even it is not connected to internet, you don't need to worry about that part. As soon as it gets connected to internet, shadow will make sure that it updates it. Okay. Similar feature was there into MQTT quality of service layer 3. Don't get confused with that part, because that is completely different. That quality of service is completely done whenever your real device is connected to internet and it is not getting data. Then in QoS part, it makes sure that you get data. But here, if your real device is completely offline, switched off, shut down because of any reason, internet reason, power reason, any reason, your shadow makes sure that it will update your real device. Another benefit, I hope I'm clear with this part. I hope I'm clear with this part. All of you, let me know. I hope I'm clear with one of the benefit of device shadow. All right. I hope I'm clear with this idea of one of the benefit of device shadow. All right. So whenever your real device is not connected to internet and you try to update your device, whenever device comes to the internet connection, it comes to the range of internet, the shadow will update your real device. All right. Another benefit is what? Let us say that you want to get status on your smartphone app, on your web app, you want to get status of your real device, what is the current status of it. And it might not be possible that whenever at the instant you want to get status of your real device, it is actually connected to internet. It might not be possible. In that way, you actually don't need to connect to your, what shadow helps you out is that you don't need to actually connect to your main device to get data from it. You need to just get data from the shadow, because shadow keeps the track of the last updated status of your original device. Okay, shadow keeps the track of the last updated status, okay, last connected status of your original device. So in actual way, you don't need to allow, okay, you see, you don't need to allow the web application, mobile application directly get data from your real device, from your original device. You don't need to allow the mobile and web application directly interact with your original device. You can simply allow them to contact and to integrate with the shadow part, which is there on Amazon cloud, which is secure. Now here you see your original device might be unsecure because of some issue at hardware, at software, at programming part. But your shadow is always going to be secure because that's an entity which is on cloud. Okay. And we know that most of the hacks and most of the unsecurity part in IoT like you can say 50 to 60% of the non-security parts in IoT occurs on the web and mobile applications breaches. Most of the security breaches occurs on the web applications and mobile application. Most of the hacks occur over there. So here you don't need to actually allow those applications connect to original device. They can simply connect to, you can allow them, you can only restrict them to connect to only shadow. They can only get the data or send the data to shadow, because if they send the data to shadow, shadow will update the original device. If they get data from shadow, shadow will always keep track of original device. So here what you're doing is, rather than giving all the efforts to make your original device secure, you just need to connect your original device anywhere remotely to the Amazon IoT. Okay, and no need to tell anyone about where your original device is and how it is connecting. Nobody needs to know about your exact status of original device. They can simply consider that original device was on the cloud and they need to connect to cloud. So the way we securely connect to cloud today, we do online banking, we do online stuff, all the online security stuff. You can actually, the same way you can actually connect to your device as well. I hope I'm clear with this idea of shadow, the security part. All of you, let me know. You see, the original device might be unsecure at some point. Okay, even if you're securely connected to Amazon, it might be unsecure in the case of hardware part, in case of Wi-Fi, that module that you're using, in case of the way you're connecting to the internet, in case of any other technique, any other means, it may be unsecure. Now, rather than allowing all the devices, all the mobile and web applications to connect to your original device via device gateway, okay, rather than allowing your mobile and web application to connect to your original device via device gateway, what you can do is, what Amazon provides you offer is, you can allow them to directly connect to your shadow device. Okay, so that's actually next step that will make you clear. You see, the original device is actually, the mobile application actually connects to shadow, and from shadow shadow actually updates the original device. Okay, so you can allow your mobile and web applications to connect to shadow, okay, and get data from them. Now benefit is two benefit you get. One is the security benefit. Another than that, if your real device is not connected to internet, original device is not connected to internet, and you want to get status from it, so you don't need to actually worry about that, because shadow knows what was the last updated status from your original device, and you just need to read shadow. You just need to read shadow. You just need to get updated from shadow. You just need to update or post data to shadow, like that. So your mobile and web applications need to only securely connect to shadow rather than connecting to real original device of yours. Okay, and the work will happen. Whatever work and process is there, that will happen, because shadow is ultimately going to match itself with the original device. Okay, there's a question regarding what is the protocol of communication. You see, like between the devices and the device gateway, the protocol of communication is generally HTTP or MQTT. Between this web and mobile applications to this, the protocol is going to be WebSockets. The protocol is going to be WebSockets. So the mobile and web applications are going to connect to shadow or the device gateway via WebSockets. Okay, WebSockets are generally the protocols which are used for you can say the two-way communication, duplex communication between web pages, or chat applications actually uses WebSockets. So whenever you talk about IoT use cases, we want always the real-time data. So we generally prefer using WebSockets at that. Okay, so here between this part, like this communication is going to be via WebSocket. Most of the people, like you can also use HTTP over here as well. Okay, you can also use HTTP. People don't use MQTT because web browsers and mobile applications don't support MQTT. So you see, your browser to server communication cannot be MQTT. It's very least, in very less cases, it's going to be MQTT, because browsers never support MQTT protocol. Okay, so this communication is not going to be MQTT. This is going to be either HTTP or mostly it is WebSockets only. But device to server communication is going to be MQTT protocol. I hope I'm clear with that, Ms. Chaitanya. Let me know. Okay, I hope I'm clear with that. Yeah, I'll repeat again. You see, talking about protocol part, your devices and machines are going to connect to server via MQTT HTTP protocol. They don't use actually WebSockets protocol. They use MQTT or HTTP protocol to connect to your web server part. They can also use HTTP, same like the protocol which speaks the same language of HTTP, that is COP protocol. But here they can simply connect via MQTT or HTTP protocol. The devices, this gadgets, machines to the server, this connection will be there into, like this connection will be there into HTTP or MQTT protocol. Right. And talking about this part, the web applications and mobile applications, how they are connecting to server is, how they are connecting to AWS IoT, that's mostly is going to be WebSockets. Okay, those are mostly going to be WebSockets. And In case of web applications, you can use HTTP as well, but people generally use WebSockets. WebSockets are duplex communication protocol that are generally used in chat applications for dual chat. You see, when you chat on Facebook, for example, that you're on particular website of let's say www.techtrunk.in, and let's say that let me actually open techtrunk.in. Okay, so you are on a particular website of techtrunk.in and you open a particular website, let's say that home or any other website you open, any other web page you open. So whenever you open anything, you actually what your browser does is, for example, you open training. So what your browser is doing, it is again sending an HTTP request to the server. It is again sending an HTTP request to the server. But in case of chat application, let's say that you're chatting with your friend on Facebook, the chat application for getting the new chat or for sending your chat to the next friend never refreshes the page. Okay, it never refreshes the page. It actually uses a duplex communication in which, without sending multiple HTTP requests, it actually communicates over WebSockets part. And that's what you do in here. Like that's what you use over here between this, like you can say, this web applications and mobile applications to your device gateway. Okay. There's a question like, can we customize the protocol? Yeah, the web application, mobile application, and shadow part. Okay, this communication is the shadow gateway. Mostly it is shadow, no gateway. Okay, we don't actually allow them to connect to gateway part. We actually allow them to connect to shadow only. They don't connect to device. Only devices can connect to a device. The web and mobile applications can only connect to shadow. Okay, whatever data they want to update, they need to only update to shadow, and shadow will automatically update data to the original device. Okay, there's a question. So can we customize these protocols? Yeah, you see, like you can customize this protocol in some or up to some extent. Like you can customize HTTP protocol up to some extent, MQTT as well, and WebSockets as well according to your use case. Like you can also create your events and your methods as well. Or if you want to customize this, you can use bare HTTP or bare UDP protocol. We have also learned that bare TCP and bare UDP protocol. Based on that, you can create your own method and design your own application layer protocol. Okay, that's also people do. There are tons of application layer protocol which companies uses. So we also learned about TCP and UDP part. So you can also use that technique to design your own application layer protocol as well. I hope I'm clear with this, all of you. Let me know if I'm clear with this so far. This is the basic idea of Amazon AWS IoT. Let me know, Mr. Ashik, and I hope I answered your question. Let me know if I'm clear with this so far. All right. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and talk about the architecture of AWS IoT, and which is going to help us out to understand the complete idea of AWS IoT. How do we talk about the security part, and how do we actually talk about some other use case of this? So let's go ahead with that. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to look after over here is message broker. Okay, that's message broker. This actually message broker is actually the device gateway itself. The name over here is kind of different. So this message broker is actually a device gateway itself, which actually accepts data from multiple devices. Okay, multiple device SDK. It might be your temperature sensor. It might be your wind farm. It might be your car. It might be your industrial robot. Okay, so any kind of device it might be, it accepts data from multiple devices via multiple protocols. And important idea is this communication is done, this integration is done very securely. So you use two layers of security. All right, that is authentication and authorization. That is authentication and authorization. All right. Now here authentication actually means what is authentication is something you can allow your authorization. Important part is authorization. Authentication is actually gives you security overview. So you can securely connect your device, okay, and you can make your device securely connect, get authorized, and get authenticated at the end of device gateway. And Amazon also provides an encryption private key that you have to use to encrypt your data, and then send only encrypted data so that nobody can listen to your data privately while getting integrated or while being sent to Amazon. Important ideas, like we're going to see about authentication part. Important idea is authorization. Authorization is what? Like we know that in MQTT we have method like we can publish, we can subscribe, we can update, we can delete, like that. These are the basic methods of MQTT. Okay. Now let us say that you're having a light bulb, and light bulb is something that is always going to subscribe. Okay, light bulb is something always going to subscribe, or a temperature sensor which is always going to publish, or an industrial robot which is always going to subscribe or publish both. Or let's say wind farm is only going to publish part. So you see, like wind farm, we don't generally control wind farm, right? We only get data from wind farm. Cars are only going to publish data. So in case of authorization, you can restrict the authority of every device, what they can do. Like you can restrict over here that car can only publish, it cannot subscribe. So whatever subscription request comes from car, for example, if anybody is hacking your car, connected car, and trying to get data from Amazon IoT via the car, because car is connected securely to Amazon. So if somebody is doing that, they cannot do that, because car is only authorized. Like you can make car only give that authority to car so that it can only publish data, or it can only update data to the shadow, or it can only talk to shadow, it can only delete shadow, or it can only get data from shadow. It cannot only even, like, it cannot update, or it cannot change shadow, it can only copy shadow. So that sort of authorization you can give to the device, what they can do on Amazon. Okay, so based on the device, based on the type of it, based on the application part, you can give different authority to different devices of use. Okay, you can give authority like they can publish data, they can subscribe data, they can do both of them. They can do only updating the shadow, they can only do copying the data from shadow, or only scanning the shadow. Okay, only just reading the shadow, or deleting the shadow, or updating the shadow, like that. Whatever authority you want to provide, in authorization mode, you can restrict your device to do only certain stuff on Amazon. Okay, so that authorization is provided. I hope I'm clear with the idea of authorization over here. Okay, I hope I'm clear with this authorization part. This authorization is actually encrypted with the certificate that is provided by Amazon. How that is encrypted, that part we'll be looking at. So authorization is actually done while by creating policies. We create some policies for our devices. Okay, you create some policy. Let's say that you're in commercial IoT platform, so you create some policy for your end device. So how do you create that policy? That part we'll be looking at. Okay, I hope the basic idea of I'm clear with the basic idea of this part. All right, the authorization part, all of you, let me know. Authorization part, authentication part we'll be looking at actually in incoming slides. Authorization part, I hope I'm clear with that part. All right, so authorization, how do we do that? Is we create some policies on Amazon, and using that we actually provide authorization to the devices, what they can do, whether they can only publish or they can only subscribe. They can do both of them. They can copy shadow, they can update shadow, they can delete shadow. Okay, or they can get data from shadow, they can change the shadow, or those sort of authorization, what they can do, what sort of maximum authority they're having, that sort of authority you can provide to each and every device. Okay, so that sort of flexibility you're having on Amazon to restrict the capability of every device. You can restrict the capability of every device, what they are capable of doing on Amazon cloud. I hope I'm clear with this, all of you. Let me know. Okay. All right, so I'm considering that I'm clear, and I hope we are all synchronized. So let's go ahead and talk about next part. Let me know if you have any questions into the authorization part so far. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and talk about the next part. That's the rule engine part. We are actually already seen the rule engine part. In rule engine, we transform the messages based on the rules and route it to some AWS services. Like using rule engine, we transform the messages, we do some computing on the messages part, and using rule action part, we connect them to some other third-party services like Amazon services or third-party services. Amazon services, like you can integrate with Amazon Lambda, or you can integrate with Amazon SNS, DynamoDB, Kinesis, or some other services of Amazon, or you can integrate with some unknown Amazon services, third-party services as well. So that's what we do using rule engine and rule action part. Okay, I hope I'm clear with this, all of you. Other than this, you have shadow. Shadow actually keeps the track of your original device. Okay, and it's simply keep track of your original device, whatever how device is updating. It keeps the track of delta status of your original device. Delta status means what? Last reported status and last updated status, and it keeps the track of both the status. Shadow never stores the data. If you want to store the data, you have to create a rule to store the data in any of the database like DynamoDB or SQLDB, like that. And you can attach your mobile and web applications securely with shadow. Okay, you can securely attach your mobile and web applications with shadow. Like you don't need to actually allow the mobile and web applications to connect to your original device, which is at this end. So here you see, like you don't need to connect your mobile and web applications over here. So you see this connection is not needed. Like this connection is not needed. Instead of your original device, you have a shadow device over here, and you need to allow your mobile and web application to connect to your shadow device only. Okay. And next you have thing registry. Thing registry actually keeps track of all the devices, how many devices are connected to your Amazon account and how they are performing, their They are security certificates, they are policies, they are authorization part, what sort of authorization they are having. So all those things you can change in registry part. So all these, you can say registry is a kind of register book in which all you have the database and bio data of each and every device, what they are tries to do, what sort of security certificate they are having, how much they can do, what they cannot do, like that. So you have a thing registry where you can manage all the devices things. And this complete idea, like which integrates your thing, okay, which integrates your thing with all these things like all the Amazon services and mobile and web applications. This is called, okay, this is called AWS IoT API. Okay, this is called AWS IoT API. So you see, like this is called AWS IoT API. Okay, so which actually connects your device to the mobile applications and web application and other Amazon services. And between this, all this system that we do, all this analysis that is into this orange box that we configure on Amazon AWS IoT Cloud, that is called as AWS IoT API. Okay, that's configured actually, as we are actually going to not use direct API. We're going to configure each and every of them separately. I hope I'm clear with this. All of you, let me know if I'm clear with this so far. Let me know on this slide if you have any questions so far on to this particular slide. Okay, any doubt you have on this particular slide, any question you have on this particular slide, let me know. I hope I'm clear with this. I'm considering that I'm clear. Let me know if I'm having, you having any question on this, all of you. Okay, so let's go ahead and discuss one by one about them again. Like we'll go quickly with them. So you see message broker. Multiple devices can connect to broker and exchange data. Okay, and broker uses protocols like HTTP and MQTT both. Okay, and in case of MQTT quality of service 0, if any data is not sent, it will not be received. Like let's say that device is sending 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If 4 is not sent, it will not be received. Only 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 will be received. In case of quality of service 1, it will also wait for some acknowledgement part. So 1, 2, 3. If 4 is not sent, 4 will be again resent, and then it will make sure that 4 is received over there at least once. That was Amazon supports only 2 quality of services, 0 and 1. Amazon doesn't support 2 because 2 is more power consuming. Quality of service 2 is more power consuming, so Amazon doesn't support quality of service 2. It only supports quality of service 0 and 1. So 1 is quite better for that. And as Amazon is connected to internet, so it will never need to have quality of service 2. Okay, for example, it's that Amazon is something, a server which is always going to be online, right? So it's not going to be case that in first attempt you are not able to send data. Amazon is not able to receive data. That part is not going to be there. So that's what Amazon supports, only quality of service 0 and 1. According to Amazon, like MQTT versus HTTP, MQTT is 93% faster throughput it provides. It consumes 11.89% less battery. 11.89 times less battery to send in case of MQTT, and 170 times less battery to receive data, 50% less power to keep connected, and 8% less network overhead or network resources it uses. Okay, then protocol part, like you get some different topics that part we'll be looking at. Now, next topic is authorization authentication part. So Amazon makes sure that your device is connected securely from this end of your device to the end of your Amazon part. So for that, actually Amazon provides you as Amazon provides you you can say a private key or a private certificate, and here it uses a public certificate which it compares with everyone. So once like you have a private certificate, you have a private key, and Amazon has a public key. So whatever data is coming to Amazon, Amazon will compare with public key. If the private key of that data is matching with the public key, then only data will be able to enter. So only you have that private key. Amazon will provide you a private key. So you have to use that private key with your data, and Amazon will be having a public key, so that will be matching up with that. So secure communication will be there, and nobody can breach your data because data will be encrypted. So nobody can breach your data in between. Okay, so nobody can listen to your data silently in between. That part will not be there in case of Amazon. Rule engine, something that we have seen, we can create some rules over here. And we can attach some actions with the rules part, like we can attach some DynamoDB, Kinesis, SNS services, Lambda services, SQS services as well. Okay, we can attach some rule actions part. Think shadow is something, it helps us to keep the last current status and last desired status of the data. Registry helps us to keep the track of multiple devices of Amazon. And this is the final, again, the architecture of AWS IoT. So let me know again if you have any question to this architecture part, anything that you don't know, you want me to explain again. Okay. Now this is the theoretical idea of it. Now practically, how do we proceed ahead with that is like there are two ways of going ahead with Amazon part. Okay, and one is what, like Amazon does all this complexity, like you see, like creating a device authorization certificate part, all those part, registry, shadow. So all this part Amazon does for you, and you don't have to do this. Okay, Amazon does everything for you and gives you final part. And another is development way, in which you go and configure each and every part separately. So we're going to use that way, in which we'll go and configure each and every part separately. Okay, so how do you do that on Amazon part is quite simple. You see, like if you come back here on the blank slide, where is that? Yeah, here we go. Yeah, so how do you proceed with Amazon? This is quite important, all of you. Okay, how do you proceed with Amazon part is like in a general way, how do you proceed is, first step is, step number one is register your device on Amazon. Okay, register your device on Amazon. Okay, as soon as you register your device on Amazon, you create a device on Amazon, you register your device on Amazon, Amazon provides you ARN, that is Amazon resource number. Okay, that is Amazon resource number. Okay, that ARN is unique. ARN is unique for every device that you generate on, you register on Amazon. Every device that you're going to register on Amazon, the ARN is going to be unique for that particular device. So as soon as you register your device, Amazon is going to provide you an ARN. Okay, then after the ARN part, the second step is okay, this is the step number one. The step number two is going to be, you have to create a certificate, security certificate for your device. Okay, second step is you have to create security certificates for your device. That's the step number two. All right, and you'll get some certificates like private key, CA certificate, and private certificate. Three certificates that you will be getting. Public key also will be getting, but you don't need to download public key. You have to use these three keys and download them up, so that you can use those end keys on your end device. Okay, and you download them up. If you are using Raspberry Pi, download them on Raspberry Pi. If you're using Windows, download them in Windows part. You can use any of them, because anyhow we'll be doing is we'll be integrating Python code with Amazon. If you can integrate a general Python code on your system, you can also do the same on your Raspberry Pi as well. Or otherwise, you can also consider using a Raspberry Pi directly. And then it comes, sorry, and then third step is you have to create a policy. In policy part, we configure the authorization, like whether your device can only publish or only subscribe, or can do both, or it can only update shadow, or it can only delete shadow, or it can only copy shadow, it can only read shadow, it can only scan shadow. So that authorization part we do by creating policy. Okay, that's the step number three. Now when you create policy, it will ask you for ARN. It will ask you for which device you want to create policy. It will ask you for which device you want to create policy. So you have to give the name of that device. So policy will integrate that device, and it will allow only the topics related to this device to be allowable or to be considerable. It will not allow any other topic. So as soon as you enter the ARN of your device while creating policy, this two gets integrated directly. Okay, these two gets integrated directly. Next part is you have to integrate your device with certificate, and you have to integrate your policy with certificates. Once you attach your device with certificate and policy with certificates, the triangle is formed. And once you form the triangle for a device, you are ready to now communicate with AWS and your local device. You are ready to now communicate with your AWS with your local device. All right. I hope I'm clear with this. Let me know, all of you. Okay. Okay, I'll repeat again this part. You see, the step number one is, first step, what you do is you go to Amazon and you register your device. You go to Amazon and you register your device. As soon as you register your device, Amazon will provide you ARN of that device, that is Amazon resource number for that particular device. Okay. As soon as you register your device, Amazon is going to provide you ARN, that is Amazon resource number for that particular device. Second step you do is you create some security certificate. Okay, you create some security certificate for your device. So you're going to create some certificates which you download and which you will be using to connect to Amazon later on. And third step you would do is you create some policies. So in policy decides that whether you can only subscribe or only publish. Authorization part is decided a policy, so whether you can only publish or only subscribe, or you can do both, or you can copy shadow device, or you can update shadow, or whatever you can do. That policy part is clear. Whenever you go to create a policy, it will ask you the ARN for which device that you want to create policy. It will ask you the ARN of that device. So here you have to give the ARN of your device which was generated when you created a device. Okay, because you can create multiple devices. So whenever you're creating policies, for which device you're creating policies, that you have to give over here. So let's say once you have created the ARN over here, so these two are integrated directly. Next step is what? After step number 3, like you have to do integrate your device with, attach your device with certificate and attach your device with policy. Sorry, certificate with policy. Certificate with device and certificate with policy. How do you attach them? That we'll be looking at. Okay, I hope I'm clear with the process part. All of you, let me know if I'm clear with the process part. If you have any question on the process part, if you want me to repeat again, let me know that as well. Let me know, all of you, if I'm clear with this so far. If you have any doubt in this, let me know. Okay, so let's go ahead and create some things into this and repeat this process on Amazon. So let's come back to Amazon. I hope all of you are having your console with you. Okay, I hope all of you are having your console with you. Now you can go to registry. Okay, I hope all of you are having this dashboard with you. Let me know. I hope all of you are on this dashboard. I hope all of you are on this dashboard. Let me know, all of you. Okay, so now all of you can open it. Let me know once you're done with that, opening that part. And make sure that if you want to do programming on Raspberry Pi, you do this part on Raspberry Pi. Okay, in the browser of Raspberry Pi. And if you want to program on your window, okay, like you can write a program anywhere. If you want to write a program on a window, you open this part on your window. Okay. Even you open on Raspberry Pi, you can also transfer those certificate files that will be downloaded from Amazon into Raspberry Pi via VNC itself. VNC also allows you to file transfer part as well. Okay, let me know, all of you, once all of you get the dashboard part. I hope all of you are on dashboard. Okay, so let's go ahead then. The first part we'll be doing is you can go to registry. You can go to registry. In registry part, for things, you'll be getting an option like I am having a couple of things created over here. I'm actually going to delete them. Okay, you'll be getting an option of create a new thing like that. I hope you'll be getting an option of create a new thing. Okay, let me, if I go back to dashboard and come back to registry, I hope you are getting some option like this. Register a thing like this. Yeah, so you can click on register a thing. You can click on this part, register a thing. You can actually click on this part, register a thing. It will ask you the name of thing. Okay, so whenever you want to create anything, you can come to registry and in thing option, you can create a new thing. So click on register thing. Here you can give the name of your thing. So let's say the name of my thing is going to be my thing or my thing. Yeah, let's say it's just my thing in my case. So you can give any name. You can also do some other configurations. You can description of thing. You can also write that as well. Okay, so you can register a thing and give the name of thing my thing and click on create thing. Click on create the thing. So you see, once you create the thing, you will get to this part, and here you're getting thing ARN. Okay, thing ARN is what? The Amazon resource name, or sorry, Amazon resource number. It's not Amazon resource name. I seem to have changed that part. So Amazon resource name for your particular thing, and this will be different for everything that you create. Okay, everything. For example, you create my thing 2 or my thing 3, my RPI, my device 2. Anything that you create, anything that you register on Amazon, the ARN is going to be different for all the things. Okay, there is no thing type and there is no attribute for this part. As of now, we are not given any kind of a thing type for this. If you go to the same tab, if you go to security, as we are not created any security for this thing, any certificate for this, we are not getting anything. If you go to shadow, okay, here you get shadow ARN. This is the shadow, and you'll be also able to find the state of shadow right now. Okay, shadow document and the state of shadow as well over here. You'll be able to find that as well. Okay, so those part you'll be able to find out. Right now, you'll not be getting any definition into this part. Okay, as soon as you create a policy for your device, you'll be getting some definitions into shadow part. You can go to interact. In interact part, you'll be finding the HTTP and REST API endpoint. Okay, I hope you're getting this. And actually, in case of Amazon, for example, in case of IoT.eclipse.org, IoT.eclipse.org was your broker's address. IoT.eclipse.org was your broker address. In case of Adafruit, io.adafruit.com was your broker address, and that was same for all of us. But in case of Amazon, the Amazon broker address is different for all the account. So again, that is a kind of secure way they provided to connect to Amazon. So you see, this REST API, my and yours will be different. This HTTP and REST endpoint API, this will be different for you and me, and this is actually going to be your broker's address. Okay, this HTTP API is going to be your broker address for connecting to broker part. So this is going to be different for you and me both, all of you. Okay, for all of us it's going to be different, and so we all have different brokers address. So nobody can actually hack on your name to Amazon part. So that security is quite bit over here, right? So this you get a broker address which is going to be different from all of you. So you should be having idea that when you want to get broker address, how do you do that? Is you go to your device, in interact option, you get the broker address. Whenever you want to get the broker address, what you do is go to your device, in interact option, you will getting the broker address. And in down you'll find for MQTT different topics. Like in case you want to update the thing shadow, you have to use this topic. In case you want to do a lot of stuff with shadow part, you have to use this all topics. So let's go ahead and activity part, you'll be getting nothing. This is the important part, the address of the broker. Okay, so you can come back by clicking this to this icon. You can come back by clicking on this icon. Come back to dashboard. Now you have one thing created. I hope you are all back over here. I hope all of you are back over here. You can come back to dashboard. Okay, so now we are done with the step number 1. That is, we are done with registering a thing. And we have also got the ARN as well for us, and we have registered a thing. Now second step is creating a certificate. We have the second step in which we have to create a certificate part. So let's go ahead and go to security part. Okay, let's go ahead to security part. In security part, I'm actually already having a certificate. I'm going to delete that certificate actually over here. Okay, let's come back to green grass and come back to security again. So I hope you are getting the option like this. Okay, create a certificate option like this, create a certificate. I hope all of you are getting this option. All of you, I hope all of you are with me. You are done with registering your device, your thing. Okay, you can again check back in registry part, but I hope all of you are here, certificate part. So you can click on create a certificate. Okay, you can click on create a certificate. You'll be getting this option, and you have to just click with first option that you want to create a general certificate. Amazon actually also provides you that you can also use your certificate to once it is verified by Amazon. So you can also use your certificate as well. If you are a security expert, you can use your own certificate to be verified by Amazon. So Amazon verifies it once, and then you can use it for your device. So you create your own certificate over here. So you can click on this part, create a certificate, first option. So once you click this, you'll be getting the certificates option over here. Now this is quite important in Amazon. You see, once you create certificate, Amazon gives you only one chance. Okay, you can download those certificates. Only one chance you can download the certificates. After this time, you will not be able to download this certificate. You will have to delete this and create a new certificate. Okay, you can create as many as, but you get only one chance to download those certificate, no other chance. Okay, no other option you get to download these certificates. Only this chance is the download to the certificates part. So you can click on this download option to download first option. Okay, you don't need to download the public key. No need to download the public key. Download the private key. Download the private key part. Download the certificate for this thing. Okay, two. No need to download the public key. Okay, no need to download the public key. And important part is download the root CA for Amazon. Okay, this root CA is going to be same. You see your certificate file, your private key and public key, all three will be different, and my three will be different. Like yours and mine will be different. But root CA for everyone, that's a general certificate for Amazon. That's going to be same for all of us. So root CA, you can click on this download part. If you click on this download part, it will open a option by semantic. Okay, this sort of certificate will open a root CA certificate. It will open up. Let me know, are you all getting this? Let me know, are you all getting this part? Are you all getting this certificate? Okay, now you can just right click on this and click on save as. You can right click on this and click on save as. You can simply right click on this and click on save as. And you can simply save as, let's say that I'm going to save it as into Python 35. Where is the Python 35 folder of mine? So this is my Python 35. I'm going to save it as over here with the name of this very sign, that whatever name it is, save it as same. Like in text document, you make it all files like that. Okay, so make it all files and save it as it is over here. Save. Simply save it as it is. Okay, simply save. Yeah, I want to replace it. Let's say. Okay, that's gonna same every time. So you just need to save it as. And to the same folder, you can actually also move your rest of the files. So let's say that I'm having my early file. I'm actually going to delete them. Okay, so this is something very sign certificate you're having, and that you also move your private key into the same folder. So you also move your private key into the same folder, and you also move your the private certificates into the same folder. So you should be having these three parts. You see one private certificate, one private key, and one this very sign class certificate. Let me know once you get all these three into same folder. Anywhere you can put it. Okay, not necessary to put into C drive Python 3. Anywhere, desktop documents, anywhere you can put them. Okay, anywhere you can put them. Let me know once you get this, all of you. I hope all of you are done with this. Let me know. Right. Once you are done with this, like you have all the, you have certificate file, you have private key, and you have this very sign class certificate, public primary certificate with us. Then you can go ahead, come back to AWS IoT, click on activate to activate your certificates. Click on activate to activate your certificates. Don't forget to click on activate part. Click on activate to activate certificates. Make sure that your certificate is activated successfully. Make sure that your certificate is activated successfully. Click on activate part. Let me know once you have activated it. And then click on done. Don't click on attach a policy. Click on done. Okay, click on done. So you're done with creating a certificate like this. Let me know if you're done with that. Now step number 3 is creating a policy. Step number 3 is creating a policy. You can, so in security itself, you can come to policy part. In security itself, you can come to policy part. Having certain policies, I'm going to delete those policy actually. So you can, in security part, you can come to policy. In security part, you can come to policy part, and let's say that I hope you're getting the option of create a new policy. I hope you're getting the option of create a new policy. Okay, I hope all of you are getting an option of create a new policy or create a policy like that. So you can click on create policy. I'm going to click over here. Once you create policy, you will get that option in the top right corner. Okay, so you can click on this. I'm going to click on this. I hope all of you are getting this option of creating policy. Let me know. Are you all getting this option of creating policy? Let me know, all of you. Are you all getting this option of creating policy? So you can enter the name of policy. So let's say the my policy is my think policy. Any name you can give over here. Name of my policy is going to be my think policy. Name of my policy is going to be my think policy. Let's say. Okay. Next is what action part. What sort of authorization you want to provide to this particular certificate or particular device. So you can put action by writing IoT colon. Now you see the possible action you have published. You can put allow them to subscribe only, connect only, receive, update thing shadow, get thing shadow, and delete thing shadow. All these options. If you want to provide all the options, complete freedom, you can use IoT colon star. So IoT colon star will provide automatically all the options. Other than that, you can provide it publish, subscribe, connect, receive, update thing shadow, get thing shadow, delete thing shadow. You can provide any of these options to the device. You can provide any of these options to the original device of yours. So here is where you actually configure the authorization of the device. What device is capable of doing on Amazon. Okay, what your device is capable of doing on Amazon part. That part we configure here. With the action part, what actions it can do. So a device can only publish, or it can only subscribe, or you can give multiple part. Okay, for example, you can also give something publish, and you can also give something like colon. For example, let's say you can give IoT colon publish, comma IoT colon, let's say get thing shadow. These two options I want to provide. I can also do like this, or I can also do like this IoT colon star. So in this case, it will take all the actions. Okay, it will have complete freedom. So you can provide only certain actions to the only certain authority to your device. I hope I'm clear with this. All of you, let me know if I'm clear with this so far. Okay, I hope I'm clear with this so far. All of you, let me know. Okay, next in resource ARN, you have to provide the ARN of your device. Okay, and with the topic that you want to use. So let us say that right now we want to work with any general topic. So right now you provide it over here star in this way. Okay, later on you can provide your resource ORN actually. Okay, right now we're going to put star. So star will make it accept all the topics. Star will make it accept all the topics. Okay, so right now in resource ARN you can provide star that will make it accept all the topics. Okay, in this way you can provide actually star that will make it accept all the topics. You can do effect allow and click on create policy. You can do effect allow and click on create policy. Okay, I hope the same configurations you're also making up. IoT colon star and resource ARN star and effect allow, and then you can click on create. Now you can click on create part. So once you click on create part, resource invalid. Okay, I'll put it actually only star. Let me check. Create. Put only star there. Put only star over there. Okay. In resource part, put only star. Like don't put in double quotes. Double quotes automatically comes up. You see like double quotes over here is automatically coming up. So that will come automatically. So don't put a double quote. Only put a star over there. Double quote will be coming up automatically. Okay. So this is how you should be getting your policy part. Let me know, is your policy and my policy almost similar? Okay. There's this code you can compare right now. Okay, I hope it is same as yours. I mean, at least the effect, action, and resource. Effect is allowed and action is IoT colon. Like you can also put publish and subscribe both separately. There is no problem with that. As of now, for getting started, you put all the part, and later on you can configure it according to your convenience. Okay, resource as this one. All right, let's go ahead, and we are done with creating policies. Now we know that once we are done creating policy, the next option is go to certificate and go to certificate option. Now go to certificate option, and now next part is create a triangle. So for triangle part, you're gonna attach your certificate with the thing, and you're gonna attach your certificate with the policy. Okay, go to certificate part. All of you, I hope all of you are on certificate option, and now this is your certificate which you have just downloaded. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna connect, go to options of certificate, and I hope it is activated. If it is activated, you will get deactivate option. Don't click on that. It will get deactivated. It has to be activated. Certificates, you go to attach policy option. You go to attach policy option. Okay, you go to attach policy option, and here it will ask you which policy you want to attach. So I'm having 3 of them. You might be having only one of them. So you can click on that, and I want to attach this policy. Similarly, you can again go here and click on attach thing option. Click on attach thing option. With this certificate, you want to attach a thing. So click on attach thing option, and you can select your thing over here, and you can simply click OK, attach, and this will attach a thing for you. So let me know if you're done with attaching a thing and attaching a policy part so far. Okay, you can actually, okay, all of you, I hope all of you are done. Let me know. I hope you are done with that. Mishitan, I hope you are done with that. Okay, you can actually recheck this whether it is done or not. Okay, you can actually recheck this as well. So for example, if you click on policy certificate part, if you actually click on your certificate, if you actually click on the certificate part, if you go to policies in certificate, you will be able to see that the policy to this certificate is my thing policy, and the things into this certificate is my thing. So in certificate, if you go, you'll be able to find that what sort of policies are attached and what sort of things are attached to this certificate. That you will be able to find over here. So you see in the certificate, this policy is attached and this thing is attached, and these are the details of your certificate part. Okay, I hope you would have rechecked it so far. I hope you are done with that. Let me know all of you are done with this much. I hope I'm clear with this much. Let me know if you have any question till here. Let me know if you have any question till here. If not, then let's go ahead and write a Python code. Okay, let me know. I'm waiting. Okay. Okay. So let's go ahead and open ideally. You can do this in Raspberry Pi as well. And same program you can also do with Arduino and like other ESP8266 as well. Similar one, not the same one. So for this, we're going to actually use Paho. So check Paho is installed by import Paho. That would be already installed because you have been using it since long. And for certificates part, for attaching the certificate, we're going to use SSL, that is Secured Socket Layer. Okay, that's how HTTP gets converted to HTTPS is HTTP plus SSL equal to HTTPS. HTTP, the general HTTP protocol, plus SSL is HTTPS. For example, if you check your Gmail and everything uses HTTPS, you see this is HTTPS over here. And did I disconnected it? All right, and you see like this also uses HTTPS, like Amazon uses HTTPS, all of them use HTTPS part. So how create from, if you want to go from MQTT to MQTT-S, you use SSL certificate. So here import SSL, and which certificate we'll be using? The certificate which we have downloaded from Amazon, those will be using with SSL part. So if these are two down, you are able to import. It means now we can go ahead and write a program. So we can go ahead and write a program. So let's say that we want to subscribe to Amazon. We want to get data from Amazon part. Okay, we want to get some data from Amazon part. Okay, that's what we want to do. And let's go ahead and write code for this. So first we'll be writing the standard MQTT code that we have been using since long. Okay, the standard MQTT code we'll be using, and then we'll be modifying that standard MQTT code and attaching the SSL certificate to that to connect to Amazon. Okay, that will make you clear that this code is a standard code which you can use to connect to almost anything which supports MQTT. Okay, so let's go ahead and import paho.mqtt.client as MQTT, and also import SSL import power.mqtt.client as MQTT, import SSL as well. And now let's define the client C equals to MQTT.client, and simply define the two functions, two callbacks as C.on_connect equals to, let's say, ONC function on a trigger up, and C.on_message equals to ONM function on a trigger on. And similarly we do something C.loop_forever, C.loop_forever, like this. We want to trigger up to it. Okay, I hope I'm clear with this part. All of you, let me know if I'm clear with this part so far. All right, and you also define actually, like you define something C.connect to a particular address of broker and the port number. Now, one important part, all of you. You see, we are using SSL with MQTT, so this is no more a simple MQTT protocol. It is MQTT S protocol. We are using SSL with MQTT, so this is no more a simple MQTT protocol. It's an MQTT S protocol. So for MQTT protocol, we use 1883 as a port number. For MQTT S protocol, we use 8883 as the port number. Okay. For MQTT protocol, the default port number always, any broker use, local broker, global broker, any kind of broker from any kind of service provider, the default port number is always going to be 1883. But for MQTT S, that is MQTT with SSL, the port number is going to be 8883. I hope I'm clear with this, all of you. Let me know. The port number for MQTT S is going to be MQTT.connect. It's going to be 8883. All right, I hope I'm clear with this. So you see, you provide your broker address and this particular part, and then you go ahead and let's say that we can define the function def onc, and in this part we find out C, user data, and you give flags, and you give RC, and you actually print over here, like print something successfully am I writing correct spelling of success? I'm not sure of it. Successfully connected to Amazon with RC, right, and we're gonna subscribe to a topic. Let's say that you want to subscribe to a topic, so C.subscribe. You want to subscribe to a particular topic. Generally we don't use any random topic. Here we're going to use random topic. Why? Because we have given star as the policy part. Okay, so we are going to use random topic. Let's say my topic/IoT. That's topic we're going to use. But you can use like shadow topics. Those are given at interact option of your shadow. Okay, of your original device. Right, and let's say this is the way, and you go ahead and def ONM function you do, and in ONM function, let's say you pass on the C, user data, message, and you print out over here message dot payload dot decode. Okay, I hope I'm clear with this much of standard code. Let me know if you have any doubt into this code so far, any question you're having on this code. Let me know, all of you. Okay, great. So one of the responses almost memorize this code. Great. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and now important idea is we're gonna actually call the certificates that we want to use. So let's say that the first certificate is gonna be root CA equals to something, and the second is gonna be we want to use cert file. Okay, the certificate file, or you can say certificate Yeah, certificate equals something, and you can use key file equals to something. Okay, these three files will read out. So I'm going to read out with them R. R shows the regular expression. Whenever you want to read any file into Python, you have to Python 3, you have to give R. For example, for where we want to send data, we use B as the bytes format. Okay, in serial communication part, we use B as the bytes format. Similarly, when you want to give address of any file, you use R as a regular expression. R shows that regular expression. Inside this, you give the address. Okay, so what you do is you simply need to call that, and you don't actually go ahead and write the name of file completely. Okay, so what you need, you just copy address part over here, paste the address, put a slash, and after this slash, you see if you press tab button, okay, if you press tab button, you will get all the options. So just scroll around the options part, and directly it will be copied. Okay, directly it will be coming up. So you don't need to actually, you will not be making errors into format of file. Okay, just paste the address, put a slash, press the tab button, and you will get the name of file. Just call them up, press a side button, and you will call them up like that. Put the address over here, put a slash, tab button, and scroll down. Done you are. So let me know if you all called all this certificates that we're going to use. Let me know if you are able to call the certificates that we're going to use. Let me know if you're done with this. So once you're done with this, let's go ahead and check out how do you use the certificates. You see, like for using the certificates, like with the client part, client needs to connect to broker or connect to Amazon device gateway with this certificate. So how do you attach this certificate to the client part? So you have to attach this along with the transport layer security of Amazon. I mean this client. For that, there is an already an inbuilt command into PAHO. There is an inbuilt command into PAHO that is you can set the certificates, the SSL certificates with this using TLS underscore set, that client.tls underscore set. First, you can set that CA certificate, that is root CA. Second, you can set the cert file, key file, that is what the three files that you downloaded. Then you need to provide the whether the certificates are required with the certificate requests are required with that or not. So SSL is required like that, and TLS like TLS stands for actually transport layer security. So TLS stands for transport layer security. So as TLS underscore version underscore SSL dot protocol underscore TLS p1 underscore 2 ciphers equals to none. The meaning of ciphers is let's say that if you're using any other third-party encryption method, like let's say that you're a cryptography expert and you're designing your own encryption method, so you can provide that file over here, ciphers equal to that name of that file. If you're using your own encryption method, then you can provide that over here, and you need to also get it verified from Amazon as well. So in case we are not doing that, we can simply provide it none. The latest version of TLS certificate is SSL.protocol underscore 2. This is something that we're going to use, and cert request this parameter, and here we're going to give 3 parameters of the 3 files. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. So here we're going to, before connecting, and you have to do this before client is connected to the broker. You have to do this before client is connected to the broker. C.TLS underscore set, C.TLS underscore set, and we're going to do like here we're going to provide first part we're going to provide is root CA. So you're going to write root CA, comma, cert file equals to certificate, whatever the name of name you use to call them up, comma, key file. I have used key file itself, so key file equals to key file, comma, let's say that cert dot request equals to SSL dot cert underscore required. Okay, this one, comma, let's say that next parameter I'm going to put is TLS underscore version. Okay, you don't need to write in second line, you can continue in first line itself. Like to make it visible, I'm writing into second line, I'm pressing enter. TLS underscore version equals to TLS underscore version equals to SSL dot cert. Okay, SSL dot cert underscore TLS. Okay, cert underscore actually it should be SSL underscore TLS. It should be. Alright, let me just check with that. What is the parameter here? Parameter is SSL underscore, okay, SSL dot protocol dot TLS underscore V1. Okay, V1 underscore 2 it is actually. So you put V1 underscore 2. So protocol dot TLS V1 underscore 2 and comma ciphers equals to none. So this is going to be a final part, and don't put a backspace over here. Don't put a backspace over here. It should be into the same line because the bracket has not ended up. So don't put a backspace over here. So this is how you actually attach and integrate this files with your client, and then you connect your client to the broker, and then you connect your client to the broker. Okay, let me know once you're done with this, all of you. The next part is like you get the broker's address from the AWS panel of use. You can get the broker's address from the AWS panel of use. So you can go to AWS panel, and let's say this is IoT panel, and you can go to the thing registry. You can click on your thing. Okay, you can go to your thing registry, you can click on your thing, and in the interact option, in the interact option, you'll be getting this broker's address of yours. So don't use my broker address, you use your broker address, and only it will work out. Okay, so you put your broker address over here like this. I'll repeat again how do you get the broker address. So you go back and you see into the registry part, you click on thing, or you click on registry part, you'll by default over here. You click on your thing and you go to interact option. Interact option will be in the HTTP REST API endpoint, and that is going to be your broker address. Use this broker address, copy and paste the broker address over here. So this is your final code to get subscribe on topic my topic/IoT to Amazon. Let me know once you're done with this. So you can simply save. This code. Let's say that I'm going to save this AWS IoT code. Let me know if you're done with this, all of you. Let me know once you're getting the RC code 0, all of you. Okay, so I hope all of you got, let me know, Mr. Rashikran, Hema ma'am, let me know, are you getting the RC code 0? Others, let me know, are you getting the RC code 0 so far? Okay, Mr. Rashikran, if you can copy and paste your error so far over here, I'll check it out. What's the error? Keyword can't be expression. At which line it is showing that? If you can copy and paste your error, I could check it out that. Otherwise, you can, I have just sent my program into the chat box, so you can check out that my program, compare with that particular line on which you're getting the error. Let me know. C.tls underscore set. All right. Can you copy and paste your line of C.tls underscore set? There might be some error into that. You can check in my line as well, like root CA. And I hope you're not writing backspace over here, like it's starting from the same indentation part. Root CA cert file. Root CA is the name of my file over here. Okay, certificate is the name of my file over here. That is I'm passing over here. And you see key file is the name of my file over here. Cert underscore request. It should be, this should be. And I hope you're importing SSL over here. Okay. Check all the parameters, please. Let me know. Okay, great. If it is working, now let's check out that if you are subscribed to that. If you are subscribed to that, now let's check out on Amazon how do we send data. So you can come back over here. You can go to test option. You can go to test option. All of you can go to test option. In test option, you'll be getting option to publish and subscribe. Like above is subscribe and down is publish. So let's say just mention your topic, that is my topic / IoT on this topic. I'm going to publish a simple message over here, like this is the message. All right, this is the message, hello from AWS IoT console. This is the message that you should be getting. So if I click on publish, I should be getting this message. Let me check, am I getting that message or not? Yes, I am getting that message from Amazon. Let me know, all of you, are you getting some message? If you change, even like, if you change this message like hello from Amazon to Python, how are you doing today? All right, so if I send this one, I should be getting this one as well. All right, let me check with that. Am I getting this one? Yes, I'm getting this one. Like this, you should be getting this one. All right, so I hope all of you are able to get data from Amazon over here. Let me know. Okay, let me know, Mr. Ashikran. Let me know, Hima ma'am, you're able to get data from Amazon over here. Let me know all of you. Okay, so now let's go ahead and let's say that we want to also publish data. Okay, we can also use same code, or we can also write a new code as well. Let's say that we want to publish data from Amazon up to something. Okay, we want to simply publish data from from Python program to Amazon. Okay, let us say that we want to publish data from Python program to Amazon. Okay, so let's go ahead and write a program for that. So let us say that when we are getting some messages, okay, let's actually put this message part as m equals to, let's say that we want to print something like m equals to this message, and we're going to put something like this, print m, and we're going to compare that if m equals to, let's say that m equals to hello, or if Amazon is sending hello, we want to send from Python to Amazon, so we will simply publish on the same topic, c.publish on the same topic, okay, on the topic my topic / IoT. On this particular topic, we want to send message like hello from Python to let's say to Amazon. All right, like that, hello from Python to Amazon, like that. We want to send message from Python to Amazon. Okay. Okay, so now let's run this program. I hope I'm clear with this idea. All of you let me know. I'm going to copy and paste this as well into chat box. It means now from that particular topic, if you send hello from that particular topic, if you send hello, the Python program will be sending back to Amazon something that hello from Python to Amazon, like that. So let's run this program. Okay, we're on this program, and we should be granted with RC code 0 successfully done. We are come back here. Now here, don't publish directly from here. Let's say that we go ahead with this part. Okay, use the quality of service 1 and subscribe on this topic, my topic / IoT. If you want to subscribe to this topic, so you click on this topic and write the name of topic, click on subscribe. Click on subscribe to this topic, my topic / IoT. If you click on subscribe to this topic, you click on simply subscribe to this topic. So you'll be getting down a subscribe window. So any of the messages are coming on that topic, you'll be getting down. So let's say that from here we send hello. We send hello on this topic. We are sending hello on this topic. So you see, we are getting hello as well, and we are also getting hello from Python to Amazon. That is the message sent by Python to Amazon over here. I hope I'm clear. You are also getting hello, and you're also getting the Amazon sent the message sent by Python to Amazon. Let me know if you're getting that message over here. Let me know if this is clear all of you so far. Let me know if it is working properly for you. I hope all of you are getting the message. Let me know. Oh, Mr. Ali, you got that. Let me know, Mr. Ashikran. Let me know who I am. Are you getting the message? Let me know this. You're getting message so far into this. You see, you just need to simply change with what your Python program is going to send, like it's going to publish to Amazon. So you see, like once you are done with this, let me know, Mr. Ashik, and let me know, Hemam, if you are done with this. Let me know others. Let me know others. Let me know if we are done with this part. Okay, so we are done with simply like publishing and subscribing data to Amazon. Okay, so that is the simple integration part of Amazon. We are done with that. Now we'll go ahead and we'll also create some rules with this. Okay, we'll also create some rules with this particular part so that we can also route this data to some other services by Amazon. We can also route this data. Let's say that for our IoT data, we want to create some rules that we want to generate some data on, we want to send some data on SNS service. Okay, we want to send some data on SNS service. Okay, Amazon simple notification service we want to use. Along with AWS IoT, we want to integrate Amazon simple notification service. So for our IoT data, we want to generate some notifications like email notifications or SMS notifications we want to generate. So that part we're going to look after now. Let me know once you're done with this part. Are you able to get messages from Python to Amazon and from Amazon to Python, if both is working properly for you? Okay. So now, like I hope like Python to Amazon and Amazon to Python, both the stuff are working properly for you. Okay. Let me know all of you if this part is any question you have, any error you have so far till here, like Python to Amazon, Amazon Python. I hope my Rashik and I am audible to you. Okay, and let me know others I'm audible, right? Okay, you have just arrived, rejoined. Fine, fine. I hope I'm audible to all of you, right? Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and we're going to work with like integrating some other services of Amazon with AWS IoT part. Okay, we'll be trying to integrate some other services of Amazon with AWS IoT part. So let us say that, yeah, Mr. Asekran, okay, publish to Amazon part is not done for you. Okay, so you see so far what you've done is like M is your message.payload.decode. What we did is, if M is hello, it means if Amazon is sending you hello, we are replying to Amazon, we are publishing on the same topic, hello from Python to Amazon, like this we are doing. Okay, so this is something that we have changed into our code so far into def onm function. Okay, let me know if you're done with this part. Okay, writing the code part, changing the code part. Okay, this is something that we changed. Okay, now we can come back to here, and here let's say that you are on this part, like here. So you can simply write the topic of use. In the subscribe option, you can write the topic of use and you can click on subscribe topic. In the subscribe option, you can write the topic of use and click on subscribe topic. Okay, so once you write the topic of use and click on subscribe topic, you're getting this option. And here on this topic, let's say that if you send hello, if you send simply hello on this topic, the Python program will apply with hello. I mean, hello is simply published from this topic to this topic itself, and Python program will apply you hello from Python to Amazon, like that. It should reply you. Let me know if you get that. Okay, great. Now you see, now we are done with basically the publish and subscribe both means Amazon. So you are able to talk to Amazon in a secure way using MQTT, that is SSL with MQTT part. Okay, so that part we are done with now, and now we'll go ahead and try to integrate some other services of Amazon with AWS IoT. So let's say that we want to generate some email notification and SMS notifications, okay, regarding our IoT data. Okay, we want to send and receive some emails, and we want to get some SMS notifications as well. So we're going to go ahead and write that. So in a new tab, and in a new tab, you can open the Amazon console again. In a new tab, you can open the Amazon console again. Okay, you see, for example, if you want to get SNS service, so first for integrating SNS, you will have to make SNS ready. Then only when SNS ready and IoT is ready, you can integrate both of them. So we are going to work on Amazon SNS, and on SNS part, we'll be actually adding some emails on which you want to get email notification. Okay, so once your SNS ready, then we can integrate that with IoT part. So we are first going to work on Amazon SNS, and then we'll later on like integrate that SNS service of Amazon with IoT service of Amazon. Okay, so here we are just simply doing we are integrating the two services of Amazon. Okay, we are simply trying to integrate the two services of Amazon with each other. Okay, so you can simply search over here, like on console part, you can simply search for SNS service of Amazon, simple notification service. If you click on that, you will be getting to dashboard of it. Okay, like you'll be getting this dashboard part. Let me know once you're getting this dashboard part so far. There's an option like question like how to go to console. So what you can do is, let's say that this is your IoT. You can click on services. You can click on services option. Okay, just click on it. Okay, and search for SNS over here. And don't click on this. Do not click on this. Right click on this and open a new tab. Right click on this and open a new tab. Again click on services. You will be back to Amazon IoT. So this is a simple drop down menu. Okay, you can open this menu, search for SNS, and again come back on this. Okay, so I hope your IoT service should be open. Your IoT service, you don't need to go away from that. Okay, your IoT service should be open in one tab like this. Okay, and here you can open SNS service in a new tab. Let me know as soon as you are on dashboard of your SNS service. Okay, let me know Mr. Ashokran as soon as you are on dashboard of your SNS service. Okay, so here once you are on dashboard of your SNS service, we're going to create a topic, okay, for SMS, for sending SMS. Now this topic is not your IoT topic. Okay, this topic is completely different and not relevant anyhow with your IoT topic, because SNS itself is a separate service. IoT is a separate service of Amazon. These two are separate services of Amazon. So on this, you create a topic on which you want to send text message or you want to send email messages to people. So let's say that we want to send text messages to people. So we can create a topic. You can click on this create topic. You can click on this create topic. You can enter the topic name. Okay, and you enter the topic. Let's say that topic name is something my thing topic, something like that. You can create over here my thing topic, and you can click on create topic. So once you create topic, you'll be getting this interface. Let me know once you get this interface, the topic interface of yours. Let me know once you're getting the topic interface of yours. Okay, let me know of you if you're getting the topic interface of yours so far. Okay, now here you can create some subscription. Okay, you can create some subscriptions to whom you want to send email. Okay, so here you can create like if you click on create subscription, you can simply create a subscription. Click on create subscription. So you can create a subscription like to whom you want to send email. Like you want to send email or HTTPS request, email JSON. You want to send some SMS. You want to send data to Amazon Lambda application. Like you want to send data to email. So click on email part. And let's say that I want to send email on my email. So I can simply subscribe to my email. I'm going to subscribe myself over here. Okay, I'm going to subscribe myself and I'm going to click on create subscription. And I can also create multiple subscription. I want to subscribe multiple, so I can also create multiple subscription like email. Let's say that I want to send email to I hope or let's say Mr. Ashokran, I want to send an email to, so I can use this email as I hope I can use your email, Mr. Ashokran, right? Okay. Okay, so this is the email of his, and let's say that I want to create another subscription, right? And I want to use email of Mr. Ali. I hope Mr. Ali, I can use your email. Okay, so Yeah, so let's say Mir 111 at gmail.com. I want to create some subscriptions. You can create as many subscriptions as you want. Okay, SMS subscription as well. You can create as many as SMS subscription. Like in my case, I hope you will be also getting SMS option. If not, you will be getting it after some days because it takes time. The last option is SMS, so you can also use some SMS like 9 was as a country code. After your country code, you can put your mobile number over here. Like let's say mobile number is going to be 98989898 like that. Okay, so you can after country code, don't put plus. Okay, don't put plus in over here. Just simple country code plus your mobile number. All right, or plus your the number on which you want to get SMS like that. You can also put that as well over here. And you have to also like confirm from your email. As soon as you do this, you will be getting confirmation mail on your email regarding this. So you can go to your email part and confirm over there. So you'll be getting some notification. Yeah, or your point. Yeah, on each zone there might not be SMS option. Okay, you might get that. Like it might be problem with the zone part, or you might get that after some time. It might possible option. The possible error it might be the problem. It might be the zone part. In simple like the I'm using I guess Origin. So in like in Origin, I guess which zone I'm using I don't know even. Yeah, Origin zone. So you see this with this particular zone I'm using west of US West zone. So I'm getting the SMS option. That may issue with the zone part possibly. Okay, so you can simply confirm like all of you would be getting an email. You can confirm from your email, but so I'm going to get the email over here like this, and I'm going to confirm from here. Confirm subscription. As soon as I do confirm subscription like this, I get here. If I refresh this page, okay, just by clicking the refresh button over here, I'll get my email confirmed. Similarly, you can also confirm your email, right? Because once you are writing an email to subscribe, you should also get it confirmed. Okay, so once you confirm it, here you will get it confirmed, like rather than pending confirmation, it will get confirmed. So until unless it is confirmed, you will not be receiving any email. So you can ask your clients to confirm the email, and then like you can add multiple emails, and you can add similar multiple topics, and on those topics you can add multiple emails, multiple SMS notifications like that. You can add as many as you want. Okay, it seems it is asking for confirm subscription. I'm not going to provide that. Click on cancel. I don't have that. Okay, I'm going to refresh this page. Okay, so let's say that once your email IDs are confirmed, okay, you will be getting an email on your email ID. You can confirm from that. So once your email IDs are confirmed, you will be getting some mails, right? Whatever you send from, like whatever you integrate your, let's say Amazon AWS IoT with Amazon SNS, whatever emails you integrate, so that email you will be getting on your email part. So this is something like using any third party, I mean using any other services of Amazon part. Let me know once you're done with email part, and once you're done with confirming your email, and you're getting something like this. Let me know once you're done with this part, all of you. Let me know once you're done with that. Okay, so you're getting some emails like this, and I mean you will be getting some sort of uh, confirmation like this. Okay, like this part you'll be getting some sort of confirmation subscription ID. It should be pending confirmation. Okay, once it is not pending confirmation, then only you'll be able to receive emails. Okay, until unless it's like until unless it is pending confirmation, you'll not be able to receive email. So once you have confirmed from your email part, you'll be able to get the emails part. Yeah, you got it. I got it. Confirm your email, Vishali. Okay. All right. No issues like seems some issue over here. Okay, I'll actually again send you confirmation part. It seems the email is correct. Let me check with that. Okay, no issues. We can go ahead with this part. All right. Okay. So now, like once you have added the emails on which you want to get notification, you want to get a notification on this email. Now we have the SNS ready with us, and we have IoT ready with us. And now we can go ahead on IoT part, and we can create some rules. Using rules, we can create easily, like we can easily integrate the SNS service of Amazon with IoT service of Amazon part. Okay, so we can easily integrate them up. So let's go ahead and integrate them up. Okay, let's go ahead on Amazon part and go to rules option. So you can come to here on Amazon AWS IoT on rule option. Okay, so here I'm having certain rules already created. You can click on create a new rule. You can click on create a new rule as well. So you can come to a rule option as well over here. You can come to a rule option. So create a rule, like you will be getting an option of create a rule. You can click on that. I hope you're getting all of you getting this interface. Let me know if you're getting this interface, all of you so far. You can give the name of rule as my rule. You can give the name of rule as my rule and come down. Now here is the rule part. Here is the important concept to understand so far. Okay, here is the rule part. You see, like how do you attach a rule is you can select attribute. For example, is that you're getting data as temperature 23, temperature 44, temperature 64, temperature 74. So you can select from particular topic. Okay, from topic, let's say here you can mention the topic on which topic, like let's say the topic that we are using is my topic / IoT. So you can mention that from this topic, okay, from this particular topic, I want to get data of temperature. Okay, let's say that you're sending data in terms of JSON format, temperature 22, temperature 44, temperature 66, temperature 28, temperature 23, temperature 28, temperature 23, like that. So you can select an attribute temperature. Okay, like from my topic / IoT, you can select an attribute temperature, or you can select all attribute by putting star over here. By putting star over here, you can select all the attributes. Okay, by putting star over here, you can select all the attributes. And you don't need to give condition. If you want, you can give condition like select temperature from my topic / IoT if temperature is greater than 28 or if temperature is less than 23, like that you can do. Okay, so you can simply select star. So select star from my topic / IoT, like that the rule will become. Okay, that's a standard SQL format. That's the standard SQL format. Okay, so you can simply create a rule like this. All right, let me know once you're done with this. Like you're getting something like select star from my topic / IoT. You just need to mention topic over here and mention star over here as an attribute. Okay, so this will by default select all the data coming on this topic, my topic / IoT. This will by default select all the data coming on this particular topic, that is my topic / IoT. Okay, so once you select this data, now you can come down and click on add action. Let me know once you're done with this. Okay, I hope all of you are done with this. You're given the name of your rule and simply attribute as star and the topic as the topic that you're using up, and go ahead and click on add action. I hope all of you are done with that. Let me know. like this rule part so far. And now we want to add action, like we want to send a notification, push notification. So you can select this action, send a SMS, send a message as an SNS push notification. You want to send a message as SNS push notification, and click on configure action. You can simply select this action. Okay, you can, in action part, you can go to add action, and you can simply select this action as send a message as an SNS push notification. So you can simply select this one, and you can go ahead with that. Click on configure action. Click on configure action. All right. I hope all of you are on this. Let me know if you are in this part. Let me know if you are on this part so far. I hope all of you are with me. I hope all of you are on this part. Let me know if you are on this part so far. Okay, I hope all of you are on configuring your action as sending an SMS as an SNS push notification. Let me know if you're all on this part. Then we can go ahead. All right. Okay, so we'll go ahead with this, and now you can select a resource over here. You can select a resource over here as your topic on SNS. So my topic is my thing topic. The message format you can select as a raw. Okay, the topic that you created on SNS part, that you can select as a resource. And role, you have to create a role actually. Okay, so you have to actually create a role. So you can click on create a new role. Okay, role is a kind of instance that gives the authority to do that. A kind of instance that gives the authority to do that. So let's say that I'm going to create a role. Okay, I'm going to create a role. So let's say the mine role is something, let's say my think role, or let's say ensure role. Zero. I'm going to create this role, and I'm going to select this role, ensure role 0. Update the role, and click on add action. Update the role and click on add action. Update the role and click on add action part. So let me know so far if you're here, if you're here with me. Okay, if you're on configure action part, and click on add action. You can click on add action and you'll come to this part. So I hope all of you on this, you see like the attribute should be Mr. Ali, let me know where are you, where have you reached actually. So attribute should be star, and the topic should be my topic / IoT. When you go to create a rule, just need to give the name of your rule. Okay, and do that, and the same way you will be able to access it. Then you can click on create rule. Okay, I hope you have configured this part as well, SNS configuration. All right, Mr. Ali, hope you're done with this part as well, SNS push notification configuration as well. Okay, click on create a rule. So a rule will be created over here. A rule is created over here. You see this rule is created over here. Now you can come back. You can come back over here, and you can go back to test. Let's say you subscribe to topic again, my topic / IoT. So whatever your data you send on this particular topic, and let's say that you're gonna send hello. All right. So whatever you send hello, the Python program is gonna send. If you send hello, the Python program is gonna send hello from Python to Amazon. Or let's say that I'm gonna send hello to Mr. Ali and Mr. Raj Sekharan. Okay. So let's say this is something that message I'm gonna send. I'm gonna do this. All right. And I should be connected with RC0. Yes. So if I publish hello from there, my Python code will reply with hello to Mr. Ali and hello to Mr. Raj Sekharan. So both the topics are gonna come here. So you see hello to Ali, hello to Mr. Ali and hello to Mr. Raj Sekharan, and hello, like that, the 2 messages, and the same 2 messages should also come to your email as well, because we have created a rule that whenever you get some message on my topic / IoT, those 2 messages should also be routed to SNS service of Amazon. So if you check back my email, right, if I check back my email, I'm getting some message over here. You see one is hello, and one of those hello to Mr. Ali and Mr. Ashikan, like that I'm getting. I hope you should also be getting the 2 emails from me, and you should also be getting email from you as well. Okay, so you should also be getting an email from me, and you should also be getting an email from you as well. Let me know if you're getting that email part so far, and if it is working properly for you. Let me know if it is working properly for you. Okay, I hope you're getting email. Let me know, Mr. Ashikan. You got my email and along with your email as well. Great, that's great. Okay, so I have idea of like how do we integrate different services of Amazon with Amazon AWS IoT. That part is clear to you. Okay, I'll also be uploading like there are document related to all the steps that we have done so far. With snapshot will also be uploaded. A PDF will also be uploaded on LMS portal so that you can check out and you can do this again. And you can also like some document related to Amazon Lambda or DynamoDB database will also be uploaded. Okay, the last step is simple. You see like yeah, from the test part. Okay, you see like from the test part, you go to subscribe on a topic. You write a topic and click on subscribe, and you simply send from here like you sent hello. So if you send hello on this particular topic, my topic/IoT, the Python program will send back something like hello to Mr. Ashikan and hello to Mr. Ali. Like this, Python program will send something back to you. And whatever messages you get over here, the same message should also be there into email automatically. But why? Because we have created a rule like that. Why? Because we have created a rule like that. Let me know if it is working properly for you, Mr. Ashikan. Now all of you, let me know if you have any questions so far on this. Let me know if you have any questions so far on this. Yeah, program will also be uploaded to MS portal. If you want, I can also copy and paste the program right now. Okay, you see, and all this chat history is also by default saved into your document folder. By default, this chat history is saved into document folder as well. You see, raw is raw format, JSON is standard JSON format. For example, you see this format is standard JSON format. Okay, this format is like you print the message. The dictionary format is standard JSON format, message, and that is hello from Amazon. So this is standard JSON format. Okay, for example, if you want to send temperature, you send it in JSON format like temperature colon 28. So this is standard JSON format, and if you simply send hello, how are you, like that, that is a raw format. Okay, that is a raw format. In JSON format, you have a key and a value of it. In JSON format, you have a key and a value of it, like that. Okay, I hope I'm clear with this. All of you, let me know if you have any questions so far on this. Okay, which part you asking, Mr. Ashikan? Like, the steps are not uploaded right now. It will be uploaded. Okay, by tomorrow. The steps of this PDF of AWS IoT will be uploaded by tomorrow. It is not uploaded yet. Okay, chats will not be there on LMS portal. It will be there on your My Documents folder. Okay, your computer, a local computer, if you go to My Documents folder or Documents folder, I mean, into that you will find the chat log. Into that you will be able to find chat log. Let me know if you're able to find that. Generally, it should be there into your Documents folder. I am not sure about the web interface. Generally, though, for other interfaces, it should be there into that part. Okay, I'm not sure about much about web interface, because generally for web interface also you should be able to find. So in Documents folder, yeah, in Documents folder, chat log should be there. Let me know if you're able. Yeah, Word file should be there. Yeah, Word file should be there. Every day, whenever you access this, the Word file will be created in Documents folder automatically, and that will have all the log of chat, all the command that we talk in the chat box, that will be there into that. So every day when you attend the session, the log file will be created. If you attend through mobile smartphone as well, like the log file will be also saved into smartphone as well in terms of Word file. Okay, I hope you got that, Mr. Ashok. Let me know. Okay. In case of browser also, like if you're using browser also, then also it should be. I did not test it with browser part, but I'm sure with the desktop part, it is getting created. For browser part as well, most probably it should be created. Let me know, Mr. Ashok. Are you getting that? Mr. Ashok, you're using your own browser, right? So let me know. Are you getting the chat log part so far for browsers interface as well? Like this browser interface is recently started by TechTrunk. So it was not there early. A couple of months back, it's been started. Okay, you use IE. Then also you should get that. Let me know. Are you getting that? In my documents folder, you should by default getting a Word file with the chat log option. Okay, so that should be by default into your system. If you use desktop interface, then it would be there for sure. But for web interface part, for the Chrome interface part, I'm not sure of it. Okay, this option is there only for desktop app part. Okay, that might be the issue. I'm not aware of that. Thank you, Mr. Ali. Okay, so yeah, I get that. So in case like you need programs, I'll also make sure that I upload all the programs as well. All right, I'll also upload all the programs as well for IoT. Yeah, okay. Yeah, web interface is only available for Google Chrome. You can check into that. So now all of you, I hope I'm clear with that. How do we integrate the other service of Amazon with the IoT service of Amazon? Let me know all of you if you are clear with this part. If you have any question related to this part. Okay, and I request all of you to try out DynamoDB as well, like integrating DynamoDB and storing data into DynamoDB. Okay, that part as well, like the document of that will be uploaded on LMS portal. I'll also request you to try out the DynamoDB part as well, like integrating data with DynamoDB. Okay, if you want to try it right now, you can do that as well right now. If you want me to show you, let me know that how to store data into it, like NoSQL databases. DynamoDB is a NoSQL database. Okay, so all the possible services you can integrate with them. Just need to configure the DynamoDB separately, and then need to configure the rule into AWS IoT, and then just relate them with the topic part, and you are done with that. Okay. All right. I hope all of you, this part is particularly clear to all of you. Okay. I'll also make sure that I can also upload some document related to some other cloud service like UB and some other, so you can check into that. And also make sure that tomorrow we're going to check out with we're going to work with the COP protocol. So tomorrow we'll be needing Raspberry Pi, because on Raspberry Pi we have Python 2, and we'll be actually working on Python 2 only. So we'll be actually needing Raspberry Pi. So tomorrow make sure that your Raspberry Pi is ready. Okay, Mr. Ashok, I hope your Raspberry Pi is done with installation of OS, right? You're done with Raspberry Pi part. Okay, so tomorrow make sure that your Raspberry Pi is ready, and also make sure that you have an account on IBM Bluemix, because that part also will be finishing up tomorrow itself. And we'll also be looking into some other use cases of IoT and application part. We'll be discussing some projects as well. And today itself, I'm also going to upload a list of 50+ projects on IoT onto the LMS portal. So you can also look into that, and you can select some projects. You can start working with them. So working with projects will also show you some your capability of use, that you have done some projects. You can write some codes on those projects. You can also send those projects. Okay, some for checking purpose, for working purpose, you can ask questions to us on support@techtrunk.in. And you can also send if you're done with that, you can send the snapshot of those and the programs as well on support@techtrunk.in. So we'll be uploading the list of projects with the small abstract of those. So you can check out those projects in which you are interested into, and you can start working with them. So working with projects will increase your, you can say, credibility of use. All right, and you can also involve the Amazon part into those projects as well. All right. So I hope I'm clear with this. Let me know all of you if you have any questions so far later today's part, the AWS IoT so far we have seen. Okay, talking about this part, let me know first all of you if you have any questions so far on this part. Okay, so there are some policies of Amazon, like talking about some policies part. Amazon has policies like once you create a free account, so for the 2 rupees account that you created, you get around 1 lakh, around 0.1 million free messages, and after that for every 2.5 million, not 2.5 million, only 2,50,000 messages. For every 2,50,000 messages you get free, and after that per million messages you have to pay $5. So that's very easy, and you will not even, like, for testing purpose, you're not going to close 2,50,000 messages as well. So that's going to be like the free service is going to be free completely for you, okay, for the complete year. And after that you can create a new account, or you can continue with this part as well. Just it's very cheaper and low cost for working with Amazon part and using other services. Like, not only IoT is free, other services are also free to use. So you can also use Kinesis warehouse and same SQS queue services, notification services, DynamoDB tables, EC2, and other services. On EC2, if you need some other spaces, you can purchase on EC2. Okay, you can also purchase spaces on EC2. So all of you, like, according to your domain, you can select some projects and you can start working with them. And if you have any question and query on those projects, you can write to us on support@techtrunk.in, and you can select some projects. So if you want to discuss those projects tomorrow, you can select some projects today itself. Okay, before tomorrow's session evening, you can select some projects, and we can discuss, like, the projects on which you're interested into. We can discuss the projects and how do you do that. That part we can discuss tomorrow. Okay, so all of you, let me know if you have any questions so far with this part, and because that's like, time will not much the time is not remaining, we cannot start a new topic as such. But let me know, all of you, if this part is clear, and anything that you want to repeat ahead from the today's part. And I hope you will be able to do the DynamoDB part. Okay, so document of that will be uploaded. You just need to check with the same part, easy way. You need to go ahead with the easy way, same way you have to just implement, and you'll be able to access data on DynamoDB as well. Okay. IoT layers. Okay, yeah, no issues. Actually, that IoT layer revision is going to be day after tomorrow, which is the last day of training. We are going to actually revisit the complete course, in which we are going to revisit from beginning whatever we have seen. That part we are going to revisit on the day after tomorrow. Okay, all the hardware, the IoT layer. So if you are comfortable, we can repeat that part, or if you want me to repeat right now, let me know. Okay, let me know, Mr. Ali. Mr. Rajshekhan, you have a question? Quickly run through from step number 1 dashboard to publish. Yeah, no issues. We'll do that. Mr. Rajshekhan, I couldn't get your point. Like, quickly run through from step 1 dashboard to publish. Step 1 dashboard. Okay. So go to dashboard part. So let's go ahead and quickly from here to publish part. So step 1 is something that step 1 is something that you need to create a thing. So you go to registry, and in registry option you go to create option. Okay, now you'll be getting create option on the top right corner. So you go to create option, and you create your device. Let's say that your device name is my thing 2. You do is creating a device. You click on create thing, and that will register a thing for you. You'll get ARN for your thing. You will get security. Like, there's no security right now. There's no shadow part you will get. Interact option, you'll be getting the same address as the broker's address of yours. Okay, the same address will be there. You see this address, and the other address is going to be same for you, the broker address of yours. And activity. So you just you're done with step number 1, that is creating a thing for you. Now you can go ahead with security part, and in security option, certificate, on right click on right hand side top right corner, you'll be getting create option. So here you can click on create certificate, and you can download those certificates. Okay, you can download those certificates manually for you. Okay, root C is going to be same, so you don't need to download root C again. Come back. Okay, again, sorry, I forgot to activate the certificate. So you can come back and actually activate the certificate as well. Click on activate part, so it will be activated. And now you can go to policy part. You can create a policy for you. So you're going to go and create policy. Give the name of policy. Let's say that my policy 23, like that. Action, if you want to only publish and subscribe, like that, you can go do IoT subscribe, comma IoT. Let's say you want to publish also, IoT publish, like that. You can give resource ARN. You can simply give star for all, or otherwise resource ARN of yours. Click on allow, and go ahead with that, and click on create a policy. You're done with creating a policy. All right, come back. So you're done with 3 steps. Okay, so now go to certificates again, and with this new certificate, attach a thing. First, attach a policy. So attach a policy of yours, like my policy 23, and attach a thing of yours. Attach a thing. That is my thing too. So now you're done with this part and you're done with Amazon part. So now you just go to program, and in this program you call those certificates over here. Certificate like root CL will be same, certificate and private key. Okay, this broker address will be same, and everything is gonna same. Run this program and go to test. Okay, go to test, run your program, and simply go down and enter your topic, my topic / IoT, and simply publish your data. And you should be able to get that data over here. Like if you run your code like that, you should be able to get that data over here. Okay, I hope I'm clear with that. Let me know, Mr. Ashik. Okay, I hope I'm clear with that. So steps are very simple. You see, you create a thing, you create a certificate, you create a policy. You attach certificate with the thing, you attach certificate with the policy. You're done. And you come back that test part, you use your certificate that you have downloaded so far and connect with that. And from test part, you simply publish and subscribe. All right. Now let's go ahead and check out the IoT architecture layers. Okay, so we're going to check out the IoT architecture layer from the day one part. Okay, so here we have the IoT architecture layers. And now you see the very first layer is the physical layer of IoT architecture, IoT system architecture. Okay, that actually constitutes of hardware plus sensor. The very first layer is the physical layer, and that constitutes of hardware plus sensor. Hardware, it means the programmable system that we're using. Okay, that can be your Arduino, your Raspberry Pi, or any other programmable system. Like Arduino and Raspberry Pi are the development boards. In industry use case, we use any customized boards, compact boards. Okay, so Arduino and Raspberry Pi could be your programmable system. Along with that, some sensors attached to them. Okay, along with them, some sensors attached to them. So the layer one is going to be your hardware layer or physical layer, which is going to constitute of the hardware, the physical devices, along with that, the sensors connected to them. Okay, that's going to be your layer one. Next is you're going to be layer two, and your layer two is going to be, I hope I'm clear with the layer one part. Your layer one is going to be physical layer. That is what is going to be constitute of the hardware and the sensors part. Okay. So layer one is simple hardware part, is something that we mean that we mean it by programmable systems. So whatever programmable system we use, which constitutes some resources like RAM, processor, and all. Okay, and the hardware that we have generally used is Arduino and Raspberry Pi, plus sensors like proximity, temperature, humidity, gas, and other sensors. Next, we're going to come to second layer. So if you want to connect this all, create a network between first layer devices. If you want to create a network between first layer devices, okay, like the hardware and another hardware, the one programmable system, another programmable system, third programmable system, fourth programmable system. If you want to create a network between them, we can use network and communication layer protocols. So network and communication layer protocols consist of like it consists of some wired and wireless protocol. So wired protocol could be UART, SPI, and I2C. Wireless protocol can be Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, Zigbee, right, and LoRa, and it can be of Sigfox and similar other wireless protocols. Okay, so these can be all wireless protocols, and UART and SPI and I2C could be some wired protocols. So here we talk about some hardware protocol which are associated with some hardware part. Okay, and they help us to create a network of devices. Okay, only network of devices. They don't help us to exchange data. They only create a means by which we can exchange data. For exchanging data, we have to use some other customized commands. Okay, they only create a means by which we can exchange data. And these protocols cannot be actually created by writing some lines of code, because they are not a software protocol. So you cannot write something like, you cannot do something, you write 10 line of code or 100 line of code and you create a Wi-Fi. You create a Bluetooth by just writing 20 line of code. That's not possible, because these protocols are not a software protocol. They are hardware protocol. So they only exist if the hardware supporting to Wi-Fi, if the hardware supporting to Bluetooth is going to exist in our system. Okay. So these are all second layer protocols are the hardware protocol, or we also call it physical layer protocol, or we also call it network and communication protocol. The third layer is going to be two different layers over here, that is transport and application layer. Transport layer protocol decides actually how your data is going to be sent from device A to device B, how the connection is going to be created from device A to device B, so that how connection is going to be created and how data is going to travel from device A to device B, that part is decided by transport layer protocol. Some example of transport layer protocol could be TCP or UDP. Okay, the premier two transport layer protocol could be used as TCP and UDP that we have used. TCP decides that TCP is a connection oriented protocol. So what you do actually is, for example, you want to connect from device A to device B. You first create a connection from device A to device B, and like you send a request from device A to device B. Device B is going to accept your request. Device B is going to then create a channel, so you have fully functional channel, and then you start transmission of data. So that's called connection oriented protocol. That's what TCP does, but that's a quite a slow protocol because you don't immediately start sending data. You first create the connection, let the others accept the connection, then you create the channel, then you start sending data. So that's a quite of slow protocol, but that's more reliable protocol. Another is UDP. You don't create a connection, you don't know about the end device, you just simply send the data on the address of end device. That's a connection less communication we say it connection less communication. So you don't create a connection and then also you do communication. It's like you record a message, voice message on WhatsApp, you send it to me. So I will get it only when I'm connected to internet. I'll read it when I want. So the immediate thing will not be happening. Okay, so that's called UDP protocol, connection less communication protocol. That's what a transport layer protocol decided by UDP. Next it comes is application layer protocol. So application layer protocol is something that decides actually once you have created the network using second layer, and once you have decided that how connection will be made into that particular network, now you're gonna use some content in which you're either, let's say that you have in device A and device B. Okay, device A and device B are physical layer protocols. That's the very first layer. Now once you have established Wi-Fi with both of them, that's you have established some hardware of second layer protocols, some used second layer protocols. That's the Wi-Fi part. So Wi-Fi will only create network. Wi-Fi will not allow them to exchange data. Wi-Fi will not allow, Wi-Fi will not make them to exchange data. It will only create the network or the means by which they can exchange data. Next, it comes a transport layer protocol. So for exchanging data, device A needs to actually connect to device B. So that how device A is going to exchange data with device B, that how part and that the way it's going to exchange data is going to be decided by transport layer protocol. Now, whether device A is going to ask for the data or device A is going to send the data, that is what called content of communication. That is called content of communication. Okay, whether you're going to get data or you're going to post data, you're going to publish data or you're going to subscribe data. So anyhow, the communication is going to be of data. No, but what you are doing with data, which method you are using for data part, whether you are sending data or you are receiving data, that content part is decided by application layer protocol. Whether you are publishing data or you are subscribing data. Publishing means you are sending data. Subscribe means you are asking for data. So that content, what you're doing with the data part, that content of request is actually decided by application layer protocol. So with every application layer protocol, you have some methods. Like for HTTP, you have some method like get, put, post, delete, update. For MQTT, you have method like publish, subscribe, like that. So that is what application layer protocol. Some example application layer protocol could be HTTP, MQTT, FTP, VoIP, VSCP, could be some of the examples of application layer protocol. Right, I hope I'm clear with this third layer. Let me know all of you if you have any question on third layer part. Let me know if you have any question on third layer part. Next is fourth layer, which is optional, which is not always necessary. In case you have a number of devices, what you can do is, instead of connecting all those devices individually to internet, okay, because if you connect all 20, let's say that you have 20 nodes which are going to connect to cloud part. So instead of connecting all those 20 nodes individually to cloud part, what you can do is, you can make those 20 nodes send data at a single device. Let's say a Raspberry Pi is going to act as a device gateway. So those 20 devices are going to send data to your Raspberry Pi. Your Raspberry Pi is going to collect data and then send it to other cloud system. So your 20 devices need not to directly connect to cloud. They need to directly connect to Raspberry Pi on the local network. And Raspberry Pi will collect data and send it to cloud. That's what we call IoT gateway. So this is a simple gateway part. And now if Raspberry Pi is also doing some computing with the data, let's say Raspberry Pi is accepting data from 20 devices. After that, Raspberry Pi is doing some computing like filtering data, analyzing data, and sorting of data, and then it is sending to cloud. It is doing some computing. So Raspberry Pi can also be called as IoT gateway. Along with that, it can also be called as edge computing device, because before sending data to cloud, on the edge of the cloud, it is doing computing with the data. So we call it as edge computing device, where we are doing computing of the data before sending it onto the cloud part. Okay, so this is an optional layer. You will not everywhere find this one. Yeah, you see there is a difference between edge device and computing layer device and hardware gateway. You see, hardware gateway simply routes the data. Okay, it never does some computing part. It will simply route the data. For example, you see your router. For example, you're having a Wi-Fi router, right? Okay, Wi-Fi router, when you set up the static IP of Wi-Fi router, you will see one word called default gateway over there. Gateway means what? Your router is the gateway for your laptop, your smartphone to access internet. So a gateway is simply doing routing part, a router work. So when your Raspberry Pi is simply taking data and sending data to cloud, simply without doing any computing, that's the IoT gateway. Okay, and when gateway is also doing some computing part, it is also doing some filtering part that can be called as edge computing device. I hope I'm clear with that. Let me know all of you if I'm clear with that. Okay, I hope I'm clear with the fourth layer. Let me know if you have any question on the fourth layer part. Okay, edge device and computing device equals to IoT hardware gateway or computing gateway. Yeah, you can say if your IoT hardware gateway is doing some computing, then only. Every time IoT hardware gateway cannot be called as edge computing device. You see, if you're at your hardware gateway, for example, let's say that you're collecting data on Raspberry Pi and you're simply sending data to cloud, then the Raspberry Pi is not an edge computing device because it's not doing any computing before sending data to cloud. Okay, it's simply sending the same data to cloud. So it's like what is happening over here. You see, your 20 devices could also directly send data to cloud, and that part is done by Raspberry Pi over here. And only difference is your 20 devices need not to connect to internet directly. Your Raspberry Pi is not relieving any other thing. It's just relieving your 20 devices so that they need not to connect to cloud directly. Okay, so it is not doing anything with data. It is not doing any manipulation with data. It is simply routing the data directly to cloud. It is not using any resource of its, Raspberry Pi is not using any RAM and processing speed, and you can say any kind of flash memory of it for storing your data and doing some computing on that. It is not using its resources. So that's all simple gateway. If your gateway is also doing some computing, let's say that you're getting temperature data from 20 sensors. 20 temperature sensors are sending you temperature data. Now, if you're doing something, let's say that you're analyzing temperature, you're analyzing that every day I'm getting this temperature. After analysis part, you're sending some average temperature of the day from sensor 1, average temperature of the day from sensor 2, average temperature of the day from sensor 3 is this, and that part you're storing on cloud. It means you're getting the data, you're doing some computing, and then after that you're sending data to cloud part. So that is called computing part. So when your gateway is doing also computing part, it is called as edge computing device. I hope I'm clear with this. And next layer is cloud computing layer, where you finally get your data on cloud. You do some analytics with that. You design some web application, you design some mobile application, you design some notification services, you design some other services, like you design some analytics services like that, and user applications like mobile app or web app like that. Analytics part called cloud computing part, or storage does. Okay, I hope I'm clear with this. Let me know all of you if you have any question to these 5 layers. Let me know if you have any question on these 5 layers. There's a question: Node-RED is a broker or a gateway? Node-RED is neither a broker or nor a gateway. You can call it one way. Is good to call it a gateway, but neither of them. It's simply, you see, Node-RED is an application which is running on cloud, which is going to run on cloud. Generally, we have used running Node-RED on a simple machine, but it's going to run on cloud. Okay, if you're running on simple machine, it's a gateway. If you're running on cloud as well, it's a gateway. So you can call it a gateway, but it's not a broker. A broker is a part of MQTT, which is getting data from published and subscribed part. So you can call it a gateway, software gateway, not a hardware gateway, a software gateway, multiple devices. If you're using it in that way, okay, let's say if you're using to collect multiple data and then send data to multiple stuff. For example, let's say that you're connecting data from MQTT protocol or on Node-RED, then you're sending through ThinkSpeak, you're sending to Twitter, you're sending to IBM WhatsApp from Node-RED, then you can call it a gateway part. So it's a simple software app which can act as a gateway, It not necessarily be the gateway always. Okay, I hope I'm clear with this. Adafruit, ThinkSpeak, Eclipse, all these are, no, ThinkSpeak is not a broker. ThinkSpeak is a cloud service. Eclipse is a broker. Adafruit is a broker. Along with that, it is a cloud server. Eclipse is a bare broker. Like, you cannot see your data on Eclipse. You see iot.eclipse.org, we couldn't see our data on Eclipse because it's a simple bare broker. There's no account created, nothing like that. io.adafruit.com is a broker. Along with that, it is a cloud service because we can see our stored data on that. We can do some manipulation with data. Okay, and ThinkSpeak is not a broker because it uses MQTT as well, but generally we use HTTP. So in HTTP part there is no broker. The broker only comes in the concept of MQTT part. There's only server in HTTP and there's broker in MQTT part. So ThinkSpeak is a simple cloud server, IoT cloud server you can say. All right. I hope I'm clear with this. All of you, let me know if you have any question related to this. Okay. Let me know if you have any question related to this. If not, then we'll wind up the session today and we'll meet back tomorrow. Okay. Tomorrow we'll be looking at a lot of other things that we're left with, like some idea of Bluetooth communication as well. Like Bluetooth part we're left with, and that we're almost done with the complete course content. Only the Bluetooth and voice control part we're done left with. So that demo of that I'll be showing you. Okay. And other than that, like home automation part we're already done with. Like you can simply attach a relay with Raspberry Pi or Arduino and control them over MQTT part. So smart home automation using Android, you can do that. Like how do you do voice-based home automation? That a demo of that I'll be showing you tomorrow over Bluetooth part. So that part I'll be showing you tomorrow. And then that we'll be doing COP protocol tomorrow. Like there's already pre-installed Node-RED on Raspberry Pi. There's a question like how can we connect RPi with Node-RED? Or like on RPi you get Node-RED pre-installed. So Node-RED is running on RPi itself that you get. So if you open the start menu of Raspberry Pi, I'll show you that tomorrow. So how can you do that? On Raspberry Pi you get Node-RED pre-installed. Other than that, you can also, no, you don't need, you just no need to open Comport or no need to open IP. You just get directly, like in menu option, into programming option, you'll be getting that Node-RED option. You click on that, Node-RED will be activated. So Node-RED is something like when you install OS on Raspberry Pi, you by default get Node-RED because for IoT use cases, they have by default installed it. Okay. All right, and you can will also be installing Node-RED on cloud. So what you do is like you can simply from Raspberry Pi you can simply send data over MQTT to IoT.lips.org. You can get data from IoT into Node-RED on cloud. Like that also you can do. Okay, I hope I'm clear with this. And we'll also be looking at how do you connect to Amazon from Node-RED. Yeah, IBM Bluemix. On IBM Bluemix, we're not going to do much stuff. Like we'll be only creating an app on IBM Bluemix. That's a Node-RED app. And we'll be looking at how do you deploy Node-RED on IBM Bluemix part. So we're not going to dive deep as this much because IBM Bluemix is not just connectivity part. IBM Bluemix is not that user friendly in terms of policy as Amazon is. Like if you create an account on Amazon, it lasts up to 1 year, but on IBM it lasts up to only 1 month. So that's why I don't prefer to use. Yeah, here has to be you can configure to do on that. Yeah, so I hope I'm clear with this. All of you, let me know if you have any questions so far on this. If not, then we'll end up the session today and we'll meet back tomorrow. Okay, so now we'll wind up the session today and we'll meet back tomorrow, all of you. Okay, and so all of you, very good night and thank you for the day today, and let's meet back tomorrow. Thank you. Good night. Bye-bye.